Yamo yambire you nebeye ya. Amai beye ya nefri ane aro. Eminawa. Abuja mama chema Mahama mwa joma mwa kwaba Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa Bosuo bread we see there nanso nsema piepie ewo ye my Ghana mudi bro yenim say na ye for feed a holiday in America. Of course you are relaxing in the comfort of your homes and in your cars, but we are here to do our duty as citizens, not spectators, to of course serve the interest of our country called Ghana, and of course to the Ghanaian community in Worcester. Anopa ni ebisa eni say mumpom te say yenim say onyankopon twedi ampo adom obi aho ye. It was a wonderful and a busy weekend, but through it all, what the Ababi do and Nejua Day. There's a Kasiapa and Emano. Yet, Tenasi say Anopa, na ibedin komo dia fire my Ghana, and they holiday ninti, and they have born somewhere here and here. Adiabakwa Ghana, yabo hunde urakan wasama identification. Getting to know who is what. Now, and then Yabakwa Koshe says, see a Ghana card, no. Manu try the days I say Ghana card no nya jumadi and dey enti ye mame esla usu so mo be register Ghana card no registration of the card no be shas here na ye bedi mun common ye di mun sama bro no dan chance so omanpani da Mahama fixing the country group bi usu say omo ko report no de no ama a special prosecutor adan omo say Bass Brandon sika e fa ne nsa say yira ye ne scandal no omo feel say is worth investigating and no dan chance so ye be kwa kohwe. And then basically we'll be looking at African leadership. Any pesamin kuminya. Any ketaseshe trimodin. Any from fa said the kusi buafo. Etu ni din se from fa greediness. Ye jine yen 100th generation. Not there or ye Ghana ni bande no. As I said biono there onye nipa o manager pade no onka ho. Na the entire mameka sa asem we say ye nyina enim say coup d'etat epiem ewo Guinea ama ene Guinea mampanin baby a ohye obi anim military group ache papa no na details ne yebe mamo na saa se me baaye no I hate the spine of the African continent, especially West Africa, because ye hono na ye mpanimfo no ye pesame nkuminya fomfa krono no mo bo man no e japade ne resources o man ye wo hese ye use e benefiting nipa a wo man mu no dabi so mo nko abedi yi ene o masefo ene o mo ma ene o mo nananom ne o mo nanan kanso eno nko ne hia mo eno nam so ama strong indication about na okoje to Ablakwa say era of coups may return. Why is he saying that? I'll be giving you the side of his story and why he said that. Another chance said Erika Kano coup d'etat hate Guinea. Now fix the country convener back also say I welcome coup in Guinea. Also no there or welcome say no na bema Guinea ya or bog or manakwa badodo. Na sa se me okoka na ama national security and so has been called upon. Nana B say national security must watch Barker-Vormawor for supporting coup in Guinea. Blakk Rasta yachao na another chance so penny friend say Kwesi Aning ono no ewo eye Kwesi peacekeeping center or say Guinea coup not surprising. And then nipa bebre kase se de ade ni sikika kono se yanhwe ya Africa countries ebesisi na ebeba abewo enti ebehwe the leadership of Africa and how we can subvert such happenings. And then I was say why can't we be fair to the people? Ya de manager pade ma almost omonhwe somanya na omo de aye omo personal japade na omo wia na omo ni omo mfefo di omo ni omo aban mu force sesika na nyafu na Ghana ni mobrofo na ono di na japade ma aban kro omampani kro se onhwe so no na ono obre na omo hwe so no e na ADD. Why is it like that? And and how we can circumvent such happenings. Manucho Magandi Gaucho Atanasi Manu Akwaba.
Yeah. Bokosa say ya.
Bokosele. Say ya.
Just like that. Nothing special. Just okay.
Yeah, Boko.
Yeah, Boko.
How was the weekend?
I was okay. It's my working weekend, so it's a bit tough. So I just have to relax more and work hard. So it was just a good weekend for me. Yeah.
Say apart from that, BB, are you okay? There?
Yeah, I'm very okay. I'm out of my ejinem say we no be for.
Unse Chelsea for ma ho efe pa.
Yeah.
The dan when na hwe ba kwa there wa mama opportunity. Hwe.
Yeah, but as usual they don't have breast. I mean, as usual their breast is very small. I mean, that's what I know.
How did you see this?
Oh, now
Osha girl we are mentioning the picture now say hwan. Hwe ni biom. Me he say o kaya there. No bus studio ha yen na wa ha.
Oh, Leanne.
Huh?
She looks like Leanne.
Yeah,
Leanne. But Leanne has a lot of good breast. Only breast. Into her there. I mean, she has a pretty face, but once a young boy, you don't money one been a young mutanya nina. Into an epitome. I mean, very beautiful face. I mean, but I mean, she doesn't have all the requisites to make me over admire her.
But so nimzan ho efe there.
Nenim there. I mean, but
I didn't know you nenim there. Kalusha.
All the orgasm. Nenim there fe.
Pia kunya na tena sie.
Nenim there, no doubt about that.
She me dane. She picture da who ni say. Chelsea ni ba bi me so o kasa ya.
Chelsea ni ba.
Yeah.
Oh, hefa.
Yeah, research we UK for be you do airport anom san here. Now there was conspiracy. There was a thought out there.
Yes.
Say Ghana 42. So we bisa Ghana any question.
The question would
be
and that makes us Ghanaians.
Nti sa I don't buy na UK force no they don't believe it.
Exactly.
Nti BBC for share the chess camera researchers group of team. Some bra Ghana. Embra me bisa. Emeye say ampa. Omu do airport the first person they met and bisa say in Ghana we've heard that when we ask you people question You don't answer. You rather you answer. So who told you?
Okay.
Why not full plane?
Exactly.
You
always want to be sure the motive behind the question. That's why I'm sure we have problem. I agree. We Ghanaians are very subjective. You pay one sem.
Also crapping polo.
Oh yeah, a bit of. Yeah.
On one.
No, we do obey UK based. No offer, but no for just like a crapping polo anyway. I mean, maybe I'll buy them showing man my shop. I saw my show with you. No, my mom max. No, my mom 10/10 and 6/10. Name dear, but I ain't maybe the other. Upon how do you the face?
Face saying.
And him no say him maybe the other. And I will you in the face.
Him there no okay.
And him say any face. Now
him say.
Him there be no him. Which other face you know?
Facial appearance.
Which other face you know?
So nipa oba. So physical features are who attract you to the person.
Exactly. So physical features includes the breast and the back. The breast and butt.
The breast and the brazier.
Yeah. And the bat. Yeah. Of course, your brazier should have some.
Say the one your back.
Exactly.
Oh, France.
Yeah. Look at brazier.
The team with the firm breast.
Yeah.
And the players with firm breast.
Exactly. Look at brazier.
Look at sports as into team player.
And I'm a car player.
Breast. Which one is the oldest? Team breast or Emma breast?
Oh, the woman breast.
Woman breast.
Okay, into woman breast as ono imedi oba na kire no. E no oka. Na be kan breast ya. E ko bi sawa. Uni akokodu amenye twi.
But no, that's more kind of
breast ya brand nam. I say bar.
No, play friend breast there.
Look at breast.
About number 5 so.
Exactly. He's a defender.
Nice position.
Exactly. He's always supporting the breast. Very well, so that
at a very tangent position.
So that they don't sag. They don't sag with goals. You know, when you're beating season, it's more like sagging breast. So you need a brazier to support.
I don't know. Only goalkeeper no more tangent. Goalkeeper
exactly.
It's an equally tangent position.
Exactly. On quite about two attacking positions. If you finish pen over to the alpha, that's why some men like to use the middle. The middle part, some men use it. But as for the breast, once you have a brazier, you are too safe. You are too safe.
Oh, play no idea. Number 5.
You are behaving like you don't like breast. Why you don't like breast?
Oh, you
and then holiday edition.
Yes.
I can't come there. And I'm going to crack a couple of one you are one issue. Two politics in a room.
And you never see about the Nipa and some monument, but Trambon.
So
I'm going to try, sir.
I mean,
and then
I won't bad that.
JC African. You better hide that bonumasa.
I say Africa there. Me organa crank make say I mean it's a wake up call. I would not be like Obama support. It's
a wake up call for our leaders. And then you know Guinea remember Madano.
Oh yeah. Na Chad me say I mean we have some trade.
It's been happening. Say now I hear NBC Jamaica. I hear NBC
I say the name say Chad na ba ku see. Na yeah. There are three countries in the last 5 months. Insurgency akoso.
Yeah, I said.
Yeah. Guinea. Yeah.
I have to check Jamaica, my Jamaica. Nancy, I say BNC Jamaica. Na here.
To be strange to me.
Mali in soon BC Nancy, right?
Yeah, Mali, Chad, and Guinea.
Mali, yeah.
Chad and Guinea. Within the
so the Haiti. Thank you, Kwesi Usu.
Yeah, Haiti.
Kwesi Usu, yeah, Kwesi Akam, Haiti. Thank you, Kwesi.
Wow.
Yeah, because my cousin and BC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, you are
Haiti.
brothers.
Yeah.
Nancy Omunya, the country was grounded, no.
See why Musi yen bonyum sa yen tumi bonyum sa no de bana no den.
Oh yes, I mean.
You know, I one out candidate there.
Yes.
Pleasurable pain.
Yeah, pleasurable pain.
Yeah,
oxymoron, pleasurable pain. I said then so yeah.
Another King Kalusha holiday you do.
Exactly. And some
and Gucci. He's not just wearing any sunglasses. They are Gucci.
Me cancel.
Yes.
Well, if you my France one.
Me nim baby afi.
Oh, why? So t-shirt ni adim bisa. No, both
unya form.
Was it?
Unya form.
Na my France ni why? A mod.
Yeah.
Oh, the mod. We me toy ache.
Okay.
Me to New York.
Oh, okay. I check.
Or the time you the Yankee.
This like 10 years old. He bought it about 10 years ago.
Yeah, I didn't say
that. No. By Gucci never gets out.
If you're over
you boy in New York. You boy in New York. Where in New York? Where in Harlem Street?
New York.
Was it 10 years?
When Harlem Street. No, Harlem Street. Where you were born over there. Yonkers? You're in Yonkers? You're in Manhattan?
Yama my phone now happy Labour's Day. I said Labour's Day.
Yeah. Labour's Day in America. The whole world.
No, in America.
In America. Yeah, then you made day. You didn't fail May 1st.
Obiani day Audi. Ghana I'm saying May, right?
May 1st.
Yeah. September 4th. But it happened over the weekend, so it was shifted to today. Starting on that note, now I reach you to squad my for
exactly.
Because through Ghana for a walk on to.
Yes, I've been there, and the man is really doing
Ghana for a American because now American Day.
Yes.
Let me start off with you.
Ras. Yeah, one more sponsor, and I say
no. Me see you see a motivation to applaud.
I think the whole world is moving. They were near Kasi after the world was created, man was put in it, and the only way man can enjoy the fruits of all the labors is to work hard. And hard work was added.
Oh, okay. Say Canada so count. Canada, the only America is center for.
Oh yes.
Into Canada county. Into not only TMA America for so Canadians. Nana Boateng, Max Billion,
Stephen
Owusu, money adina, Yama Munina, happy Labour's Day.
And Sam's Pharmacy. Sam's Pharmacy, you could pure down
Ash Pharmacy.
Ash Pharmacy. So you know, oh yeah, you
know. Ash
Pharma. If you are in a friend Sam.
The man in charge of affairs over there.
Kokopio omo boy adwuma pa na de o kofa album de bia man sparking drone it say o my modern to say CBS people do won koye no work games no is the same thing. It's a very spacious place. Omo boy adwuma
na mo huge car park on echi. I mean opposite the substation. About one na main street and you might be wondering where to park. Just go behind it. You get a very huge car park to park.
We're not forgetting our own master dancer. Man and saying,
I mean, say individuals and so can.
Okay.
Who can? Mamicho is just coming from work.
Yes.
Obia or
yes, and I make
a kind of sadia and necessary for COVID by Mubu Mugusu Budgman. Your mama a month for to say time I buy a month for you show more and more mobusu for necessary and power almost imagine phone call mugusu agent fonka say COVID nko is still by saying insurance surface in there but as necessary for still more could do a budgma now not standing no soldier for so ambo ekuru by no so I say your mambo almost more
crowd on the nation that will be special veterans day but still
veterans day
you once a soldier you are veteran we are soldier need more or less we are veteran
okay and almost more
2 years crana jaya we veteran
okay almost more boy my pa and a crew police force so my police dey akono boy juma
I hope so more Ghana for Kutia.
Oh, see there, you know, maybe a course of Ghana. Dampare.
And a police penny by Quakas and be said, a friend is saying, a Juma in Ghana, and I'm Robert Dawson.
True.
Double fines work for either hands.
The police penny back.
A bit true. If I be true, it
is true. Now, anybody won't hear Juma. I mean, Chroma. Yes, and if you don't have money in your pocket, it gives the devil finds ideas for inside the Chroma. They won't hear Juma cry. They find a way to compensate you. So don't go now when your evil thoughts say make way win. And we agree in principle. Armed robbery, state of armed robbery in Adenia because of unemployment. People don't have jobs to put money in their pocket. And you see demography, West African neighbors in your sanity. That's why we say it's a wake up call. We should need to have a condia. This world is revolving because of a 60% who are of a working class who are doing their best to make the world a better place for all of us to live. I mean, just like you're saying, I love Worcester for various reasons because I think it reminds me of Ghana with good systems. That's what I always say. I've had the opportunity to live in like 3 other states, and I can confidently tell you that Worcester is the place to be. In terms of even taking your things back to Africa, there are people who have put themselves on the line and doing them. For us, you call issues here, like Anochi Chrome you get there, you get yourself a good meal. We call Big Olu, or no me on your face. You try it in Adina or Jinamaye, we call Danko. You want African food, and the workers was there with Royal some few days ago, and we can tell you that as much as possible, it's not easy serving an African community. It comes with its own pros and cons. We know ourselves inside out, so it's always a difficult one. So you have a happy Labor Day for everybody listening to us under the sound of our voice all year Juma in America here to keep the system running. I'm hearing him say, I say there you can't joke. Or no less than 300. Brother watching brother watching on no fresh on so be chiam. Okay, Bibi. Also be mamo happy Labour's Day. Yeah, also hard be grateful. Yeah, brother watching. Oh. Baby for long. We can win none near Mokrum. Yes, a lot of activities. So happy Labour's Day to everyone. Yeah, everyone doing his best. Then we'll come to the weekend quickly. Kenkalu.
Make a bit I don't for a message. For
Kalusa.
King. And I might be fine. My former Guswa Bama Basso, say, Obiaki or Yibiano. I appreciate it. My phone, I said, you're my four. Everybody to them. My four. They been your Yada. Yeah, friend Paul. What they are saying, you're my four. Oh, I see. I never quite say. Yana ni pabi wo hwa ohun se obi adwuma keto bi a wo ye no ohun ni fa so adwuma keto bi obi ye omo titwi omo ye fence housekeeping yes anya adwuma papa wan kan oh yes I see that the Fred atwitwi toilet so yeah more prominence omo ka semu no sa ni pa ko na adwuni nya adwuma ko council house mienka wa bodam bodam force yes e di na echi obi adwuma bi o ye wiase kitikiti bia no ese suani if you begin to appreciate that one because Kroman and Magana look down man for Edmarket and Kitan Magana to Incosuno. A Kroma sin or be Edmarket or Yebiano or one faso. Nedmacrana no Cassa, Abia in the crown, Abia Scacro Jumono. A Kroma wouldn't say Omo Sa Bayino, Omo take it trash, cabbage a traino. And said Mabinaya no. Now, one who charge you, this is the way. Yeah, no, one of the major industries. Yeah, because they create a lot of garbage waste. When you properly handle them, Chroma and catch turn upside down. That mentality now, you buy a say, you boy, you money, you come on for sure, man for boy, you man. Sunday, you boy, Chroma and Kababa, but that's why I can say, and then Labour's Day, I will Chroma City. I can say, your boy, you might find out. One more boy, maybe a answer, or a restaurant, or yet a fitter, or a pharmacy, only pharmacy, African market. Obia where you may be we are self-employed. And now we are more UMass, nurse, we are housekeeper, we are PCA. We every type of business and job. A friend home care, CNA4, RN4, BSN4, BBI maybe Oyebiano. LPN4. Adendia. LPN4. I'm here, I'm not more. Adendia. Na PCA4 mi cha PCA4 na LPN4 no we see LPN4 ni here pa nya me pa adenja LPN4 here me ba see PCA4 here me pa yes reason being best not you know I have a weakness for people in the medical field. I mean especially the women soft spot and they know how to take care of you, especially when you are sick and you can't get up. Your balls, they can clean them very well for you as a man, so that you're able to sustain, so that you don't get brushes on your butt area nowadays. So I have special love for them. So LPNs, PCS. So those are your reasons. Yeah. LPNs, PCS. Godly reasons. Yeah, they have a very. Nyaminim say reasons in tia all the mom. Nyaminim say amona mo clean balls. When a man is weak, not to mean sorry there. Amona mo clean balls. Oh, Nyaminim so amona clean balls. But me say Nyamin so nim say reasons in tia amona ocha mo pani esa. Exactly. LPNs and PCS. Okay, say I got so much love for them. And RNs. You also have to greet RNs. Exactly, I'm greeting to greet RNs. Let me greet PCS and LPNs. Yeah, Dr. Kwame Mponsa. RNs, PCS, and LPNs. Why are you being specific on them? Yes, I mean, you and I know we have to greet them because they are special to us. I mean, who is not special? Everybody's job is special. Everybody's special, but those you've had encounters with, those you've had personal encounters with, we need to. Haven't you cut your hair?
No, he was talking about BAs, CAs. So that's
no. Also, omo ye no manya encounter no bisa say uti wunyi uti dem ya.
Yeah, honom. Ono no kan about paramedics or say MAs, BCAs, DYCs. So you have to
PCAs,
special PNs.
But who does the main work? Is it not the medical doctor who
No,
takes
but
care of you?
I don't have any personal intercourse with any medical officer here.
Wrong.
PCAs, LPNs, I mean RNs, I mean
Kalu.
We are pharmacists to our list. We are building a repertoire.
Manucho on Chakwa.
Oh yes.
Yes, especially.
Exactly.
So who's the exclamation mark?
CNA's room. CNA's PCAs.
Is there a higher modifier no?
PCAs. Oh okay.
PCAs. So hospital setting from PCAs.
No, that's why I'm who told you it's just them. I'm talking those not in the hospital setting too. I'm greeting them. So I'm greeting CNAs, PCAs, LPNs, and RNs, especially. The women, not the men anyway. I'm not a gay, please.
Okay, I'm Marty.
Say, mass or come 100%. You do 0.0001 cry free man. I didn't make 100%. And see, you'll be maybe or Ibiano. You're born a basu. And a happy Labour's Day. Nanka, and Granka, say holiday by holiday, and name BBS Africa. And yes, a fire and penny phone Kakana, Omnomnazi, and said, Yanka, you holiday mood. We share how you see. I am who I did see a studio here.
Yeah, one day.
Oh, say I am not taking.
I found set. Yeah,
and I
that's how we normal for the farm. We end the special days at the farm.
Now,
yeah, okay. My farm also won't farm.
That be me see.
Don't call Wafan Hono Crowd.
Reservations.
To everyone.
Okay, to your chap, Rich Realtor School. Yeah, that was in where Juma Obo, Moamo Boy sponsor programs. Nina, Ura Rich or Rich Realtor School. Yeah, that was Asamoah, only Asamas trading. More alternative for Main Street. More my namwe, more bread. Oh, more bomb Homadin. Ghana for maybe be Numa Krumha. Ye de bi so ma a big olu ye tiri hu fu olu atete ama ne enuma da ho ne wan fefefe olu so obo adwuma ye mamu nyina happy Labour's Day enye no nko ye de bi kese pa e de ma enwumaku omo aka omo so etaye chi mba se e ba ne de sports bre tiefo omo bo ye chidom na etumi e de abramo ye de aseda kese e mamu nyina Ash Pharmacy said the Kalusha ni Manucho Kaino Union Bema Sam Yabomo Abaso Jumadea Obo to make sure that the Ghanaian community grows and becomes better. Sometimes unsa ukowa udima ufili so comfortable inti yadamwase Ghana for more Worcester more America more Canada and then Labour's Day ya recognize munyina Ghana for nyina ne the entire continent entire country of America and of course Canada. Yeah, we share Edwin na happy Labour's Day. Dan Auto Repairs, Master Dan so Unu Fori and Dixon, Mobo Juma, Mososo, Yabomo Abaso, Yamamo happy Labour's Day. Mo Juma Papa Mo Bonti, Ghana for Yenso Yeni Eso na Yabomo Abaso on this special day. Ti Master Dan so also Yabo Abaso ye pa ti Yabo Ulu Abaso Yabo Ash Pharmacy Abaso. Munyina mutaichi dendendeng ana de bia itumi di ebre yeti for na fiabo eye Asamas trading enso so abaso ye boboba omo ye eye political discussions no so de bre yeti for de bia Rashida Financial Services Mama Rash ye bo no adwuma for abaso se open insurance mamin ono atumi tunika open college planning auto insurance ono tunika da bia Maka Rashida ye adwuma with internal revenue service for so many years inti woni madwuma nim na de ani kan se unsen or offices mienu ba ko ha na ba ko lower area 65 James na ba ko so lower but Ghana ni frɛ no a otuka ono a na aba ofie na aba beboa na de wo hia se o kyerɛ mu na wa kyerɛ mu nti financial services ba akopɛ Rashida Financial Services yɛbɔ abaso uso obo homoden Dr. Kwame Amponsa nanu ameyire kwa awo so yekowura St. Vincent Dr. Kwame Amponsa na wo hoyi apart from say ono abie ne clinic anano na meka St. Vincent fo anya no a omuntumi ntena eti ubekobia no na omo afra no Dr. Kwame Amponsa woni Venom Women's Health Services yabo mo abaso adwuma pa mo ye etu ho ache ani ade ni nyina no on this Labor Day ya applaud mo big time pa nyame insure mo for all you do ye de aseda no bi so e ma omo aka Dr. Kwame Amponsa free ho na Rashida enso free ho a KM Raf de onia ti ye bodanko enso ene na adwuma efo abaso 785 Main Street now me ma me frame was your national me container lande obo adwuma the new danko was 785 Main Street almost so tie chi na da bi etumi di dwumadi bro o ye Ghana ni a wasetena okrum ha bi ni sa na no na so ma sidi twa amanfo mpo a e ba ba chiwe ye be say me pa chaw ma me ba kwa oboan e ma Ghana for wo kuri mu ya setena edi mu wo case bia nso am encourage say fa komano any attorney angwafo law service law offices of angwafo or immigration lawyer na osan divorce child support ni criminal law ni nyina wa widare mu nemum or type boy immigration pa lawyer angwafo onso so Stella B angwafo esk ya bo abaso unu wajuma efo nyina more Main Street or Main Street suite number 520 390 Main Street 390 Main Street suite number 520 offer lawyer or immigration case or BB untiase efa new policies abiding the aba ho a offer na obebo the number 508 770 1600 508 770 1600 508 770 into 770 1600 770 1600 offer lawyer and attorney angwafo obebo yebo one na dwuma efo nyina enso abaso omso ebo enchidom na edwumadi bro sanso ene de asada kese ede ema edwumaku a omso adaroma omo eboa ema omo a ombeso mo frɛ dwumadi su tumi efrɛ dwumadi so yede bi ema Nabiam Barbering Salon Nabiam danso unu adwuma efo mo yiti mo bre mo kona mo ba Ghana for Kalusha na manu chone kan ye service edene o som Ghana ni a edene papa because you feel say oh we Ghana ni iti the respect of kobruni ho a de be ma no bibini ho ba mfa masa and so in all three all ni nyina mu mugina esom yen to da asama Ghana onua Ghana ni because o nim se ni nua no obebi na no aka kire no ya na sabi to da na ahomete na so ni nyina mu no mugina som yen ti na bia Barbering Salon ya bo so no adwuma efo aba so sanso ena yebo Gold Coast Catering Services Kojo Ago any Selom any modjuma efo nyina chairman ebo mo abaso osompa ukoye wedding ceremonies na de mo bre Kwesi Adanso Juada na mo san ebie ti Gold Coast Catering Services modua ne de any niema mo ye great chicken na Kalusha enya bia wontumi na ohwe banku any goat soup any peanut goat ni peanut soup na ekoyie dodo na holiday say so nya bi na ye pon program na teme na fe relax o couch na wo hwe World Cup qualifiers ni bia be kama Gold Coast Catering Services almost 8 Blackstone River Road say wo pe Ghana aduane a de nye de obekwa akoto a obetu agu no Gold Coast Catering Services 8 Blackstone River Road oba obesiesi kama na bibia akoso almost bo enchidom ana ye phone in segment edi ebro chairman Kojo Ago ene minuaba Selom almost taichi dendendeng ana itumi di dwumadi ebramunti on a day like this ye bo almost abaso ye pa bo mo abaso for the service they are giving and rendering to the Ghanaian community and Anochi Trading and Anochi Cold Store 54 Hamilton Street and Nam Papa Fee so pesi twitwa na ma odi udwa nyina na yesan twitwa nam na ma unya na ba bia age se Anochi Trading and Anochi Cold Store almost 54 Hamilton Street on a day like this I will say a bomb so abaso Labor Day enti adwumayefo nyina mo krom ha Ghana for mo biebie nyuma hodo nyina ya bom nyina mo abaso na emamo ayiko ene osompa ene adwuma pa mobo to make sure say Ghana community we stand so ye nyini na ye grow na ye kɔ ye nim ebinum afa amanfo ne omo ye adwuma mu nyina ye bɔ mo aba so nyame nhyira mo for all you do nti ye ma ye ho happy Labour's Day to everybody listening to us this morning nyame nhyira mo nyina na onhyira obia adwuma oye so isan say the purpose and the essence of all we do and it's at the end of the day you bet to me I grow, I develop, I increase, I improve. Na yet to me, and so they impacted the lives of others. Yamin shall be here. Yena yona emra na yemfa dia kanto so.
Behuru bebre, ebehim bebre. Amanfo be tonton sansan. Nanso men kan na da. Upe asenim kiremu dia. Eno ani Unity Radio.
Unity Radio 1039 Anopa Bosuo suni ene Labour's Day afofida kese wo America crudium ha ene Canada nyina na yatrase wo Anopa Bosuo so a aya na ye de agudi unsamba ene ye holiday special edition pakai se ba bi free no ye free Ghana na Ghana jina kono ene Ghana ebo World Cup qualifier ene ye first match a ye boy ye ni Ethiopia Ghana for bibra abamobu ya modern boy answani personally me share game ni bi na senior game ni sikoye no ankoye answani enenso ya mrante bi asabi komo wodin ya nim se omo betimi aboa ma ya South Africa did I use the did I use there yeah. Did I
yeah on the source just Saudi
until the day will be part of the team so but Jordan are you Jeffrey Schlupp Daniel Amate Yadom any all English based players nina they've been released and sent back to their various clubs because nya there ombetumi akọ
two German players we Kokuchi Gossen Menu
Kudus in Son Cloud Mananko Cedrene
inti match near matcha a better din dia magana me what two brains when it comes to sports analytics ewa idea yen shada ensada jimetua maomo na ya share game Ghana and Ethiopia boy said he see who no na ya compared to South African team almost first game almost ball goalless draw say oh share ladder no so Ghana ne dinkan ya wo mamiensa all the other teams South Africa were one Zimbabwe were one and Ethiopia omuni point bia Ghana and South Africa bonne and then Zimbabwe will also be playing Ethiopia. Until let's see what can happen. So Ghana to me share South Africa nedia na ye betimi akase our chances of qualifying are very bright because na mfanze yajime na anisa playing South Africa away if we are able to win not just a yedika team because group no South Africa first match onya 1 point and nya 3 tina just yakunya 6 and then South Africa omo the next threat in the group ebe on 1 point Manujo yen share the game against Ethiopia na yen fa measure ene with the likes of Andre Jordan Ayew, Jeffrey Schlupp, Daniel Amate, Boachi Yadom, and the German based players are omni free team sebeye under strength ebi so kase Jordan Ayew in particular ni posture ni attitude ni behavior in the third game onim no kra ebeye
a
blessing in disguise meaning so who is so critically let's look at Ghana versus match near 12 p.m. American Eastern Standard Time
6 p.m. in South Africa
4 p.m. in Ghana to 6 p.m. in South Africa.
Yes I think a very good morning once again to our numerous cherished listeners. Just like Riley said, you best start from Ethiopia. You take off from home near to make a PFMB Stadium to really enjoy this game. And the truth is that that first game against Ethiopia was pulsating. I think it's, if I've watched my Ghanaian side, I've not been impressed that it is with this team. The team was lethargic. It was lopsided, lax. There are no positive points to even take out. Right from goalkeeping, I think Richard Oforia can pardon him. But Amate Jiku partnership, maybe they are just trying to form it. But the truth is that a few times in a ball so they didn't show us they were resolute. I will pardon them. I mean, this looks like a real look or a remake Siki Akonot team. He just picked up the team some 2 games down after not on the third game. Maybe an identity on the team has not been established, especially against the backdrop that your players and so on, like the parties could do and then expect we didn't get their full complement. We can't pardon him that or she said team neighbor. I'm one person I always believe that getting close to a tournament I measure coaches very well. But say start to say in there, then you still have time to really be rearranging your team. But at least there should be some bright spots. As somebody be a time you can. What I agree with Kalusha is that sometimes too early. We need to just cut some slack for them so that Obeshi say Obeshi get time watching the team. But yeah, we coach I've watched over 3,000 games, live games, to really see when something is going well and it's going bad. Against an Ethiopian side, which is 158th in the world, 44th on the African continent, out of just like 54 countries there. Ghana is 8th, we are 52nd in the world. We expect a lot of difference to be measured on the pitch. As much as possible, a team sport. It will not be, football doesn't follow proper logic. We'll be cry first, Belgium now don't first. Come to me, share contribute 30th. Yeah. And it's still a difficult game. That's what makes football a good one. And to say tennis, even in tennis, sometimes it changes because one person making all the decisions. People wake up on the west side of their base into a very brilliant performance. But at least, and can you see a difference, because as we graduate, we are expecting the games to be tougher. Ethiopia will offer you one of the minimal resistance in modern day football as far as these days are concerned. We couldn't even hold that play. Yeah. For the first half,
the Ethiopians were playing better football,
far better. They
were interchanging their passes, interplay, and everything was.
They could hold the ball for like 10 minutes. For like 10 minutes, there were no positive. You see, look at the end of the pitch now. The final third of the pitch put there. We were not even close. The day you together with his brother, you played maybe a typical 4-4-2. Barbara Mane, I don't know if you incursions, but the final delivery was always suspect. But at least I saw this confidence as he came forward to pick the ball a few times. For Jordan, maybe you see, I have one person I expected this thing coming because as Asamoah border number 9 position for a long time, from 2003 right into the 2016-18 year, he was still around. Yet we didn't have a very good successive plan, and I think that is what is affecting us now. Deploying him as a number 9 is not working. The only goal was sharing some 3 games, a penalty against Sao Tome. He was able to get a goal for us in Jordan Ayew. It's telling you that he's not really holding that position very well. Number 9 being the spearhead man, it is not working. At least you might not like
so deep.
No, or drifting. He doesn't even know. So I'm sure I'm both that position. But I was thinking that after 2014, he should have mastered that position. We all knew that if Asamoah Gyan is really a brighter spot, there was so much hope in him. But I think it is not really working. We are not having a number 9 effect in our team. And the midfield is also suspect. Say, Wakasu, sometimes shame some of us. You be against a plane in China now, they shouldn't call him, but you could see his influence in the middle. He was a predator. He puts himself on the line to the extent cross the yellow card mine and should go not share out of nothing. Yeah, I would say it's a typical goalkeeping error. The goal was gifted. The goalkeeper he didn't do well, but Bansu and him. It happens. Go be say Sheme. Keeper the beche boy say
go na
na minim the rudiments, the skills, but na me share dan yade. Na minim my so pela boaje. On paper they a very good goalkeeper. Oh, beche ball like say will knock on 9 what the back no lucky because if you see then your leg will be the final savior. That missing piece to make it possible for you. But I think he lost it. He had a good day, but the goal out of nothing really made a difference. So for us, sure ball in there. I think Ghana did not do well. There were no bright spots. I wanted to choose 1-2, but I can say, oh, side they wait there. It looks like it's perfect. To make me and on my baby. The whole team did not give me anything to write. Save a Wakasu that I'll take out. But Onukra is a legend. He's an old wood in there. How well can he sustain us going forward? But I think Siki Akuno needs to put his image or put a stamp on this team. Early days yet, I will give him some little chance because Oshopa player by player and the players in Shada Husa drifting quickly to South Africa. I mean, this is a place we've been. The last 6 months we were there. We managed to hold them to a 1-1, and it looks like a deja vu.
My member line up coach Akono at the starting game, and full lineup ni Richard Ofori, and a better Pomo, Fatau Mohammed, Alexander Jiku, Jonathan Mensah, Gideon Mensah, Mubarak Wakasu, Emmanuel Lomote, Majid Ashmeru, Yaoyaboa, Joel Famie, Andre Dedayo.
Yeah, I think this is the best we can have.
Players minimum.
Yeah, and America said that's why I'll pardon him. You see, he's trying to have his own legacy, his new team. But I'm saying, Ghana, dear, you expect to play a Brazilian football. You see, Ghana, dear, your strength, your real strength in this team, and share young one. Oh, it's more like circuit play. Ghana decide sending the ball and short passes and stringing them and creative play. And then any team, no man, mama come to my Sanke say with that creativity against Ethiopia. Yeah, ball ni nyina na chom say oh you are minus when it comes
more
to
especially ne Bofie.
Exactly, playing at home and playing against a team which is 44th on the African continent or you 152nd in the world. You have just about 206 nations. Into your chem 3 crowd or that's all we share your performance now. I will agree, Ethiopian football you underestimate them at your peril. Because St. George's or many had to folk what they were able to do. It doesn't look too bad. Now most 90% of their players are playing back home. In terms of cohesion, telepathic understanding that they have it better than us.
Ghana
this is Ghana, where names are used to impress
with you.
It didn't the board there. We have to cement our authority. Who could say Argentina? They might just be picking the players anyway, but there's also many there. They will prove to you that they are the players to watch, and also they are the ones who hold the turf. That is where I have a problem with this team. But we should player by player, dear, you can forgive. But the truth is that players are boy, about 5 of them started in that game against Ethiopia. They've all gone back.
Yeah,
European contingent in almost 99% of them have gone back. Or more France in
Germany.
They don't want to take a Germany. Now England put there. It was still before they came that they will not be allowed to go to South Africa because of the new variant in there. But I think what is helping for us is the same thing happened 6 months ago in that game. Cameroon CAF Nation qualifies. Hold your move by 1 over there. So
you feel these boys will be motivated to do something better than the Jordan I used, the Jeffrey Schlobs, the Daniel Amatis couldn't do.
I think so, but I'm a bit afraid. Team Winya draw will be very, very happy. That team near the course 6 months ago looked a bit more challenging than this. This one looks like the coach, the experience will from fine. He was a 1 day anyway, but the experience will from players and also relatively new to the squad. They've not been there. I say, if some of these games are you expect the experience to come to play, we don't have the experience with this team. We were cast when I did that youth man.
If we were to have our full squad, you would have been more confident.
Oh yes.
If we were to have the Amates, the Pates, the Schlob, the Jordan,
exactly.
Everybody around.
Kudus in recent times is proving that he's one for the taking. I've been Suleimana, that young charge, or Sad Rene Sisiano Bono. I'm on a mobile boy in near Bejomo. But I team, I saved Jonathan Mensah, Wakasu, any did I, you know. In Kenya, relatively unknown players in there. But the truth is that
but couldn't that also do the trick for Ghana? Because South Africans will also be wondering, how do we plot against these unknown Ghanaian sides?
It works in football. I mean, so we and Sunday they will not know who to match. But the problem is that Papana, relative to so-called Papana, the boy at home, that performance was not spirited. It was very lofty. It was very substandard. Then where are the bright spots to choose? Because we are going to a team they are not coming to the Cup of Nations. Now they couldn't have their revenge any better than less than a year. 6 months was saying another chance at the same place against a team which spoils the party for you. You should be worried about some of these things. For us as a country, I think that is where I have a bit of worry. That team, the coach inexperienced, the players relatively are breaking their duck in the squad near the end. But this is Ghana. We are supposed to do well. I remember 2006. We had to really bypass them to get to Germany. Although that time we had the likes of Sule Muntari, Michael Essien, and Moni there went there to do the job for us. Until there was a lot to take home from that squad. But when there, not too much to write about them. But I'm thinking that we should do well. I'm not having high expectations. We should be motivated by the fact that if you're able to get a win there, we have almost one leg, almost going to Qatar, because they will have we have to do a lot of mistakes for them to catch up. But this is modern day football. A bad thing there. Looking at the South African squad, I'm coaching Hugo Bruce, not a relatively unknown coach in the atmosphere. So putting everything together, I will be happy if Ghana gets a draw, but I'll not be surprised if you are beaten. I'll not be too surprised.
Okay, Mami Misa Kalu Shanso dear Kakra. Kalu Ghana and South Africa and Akasima bet is Ediasanum about 35 minutes. Now game Nasha say Mami Misa say Ghana ball I ball nano yani Ethiopia. They can share no. Na efa lineup amede ba ya Ghana de bebo isi animu na ye hwese ye bre say na ye betumi edi nkunim wo South Africa so ana say ebia ibenya tipenkon kra ana hwe match aye na Ethiopia boy na wani anso into susu say going to play against a better team, because South Africa by no means is better a team than Ethiopia. Omo be say game this because we're in Cape Town, right?
Johannesburg, FNB Stadium.
Yeah, okay.
FNB.
Looking at the first game against Ethiopia, game now, tactical point of view now, because the Ethiopians were playing home more than away. A team of minors in African football. They were almost confident, right from the whistle of the referee. So almost 18-year boss Nima. Now it's a good thing to watch. They were so comfortable on the ball, interpositional passes, and I don't keep on crying. Of course, Blanda now, Wakas to go across the once another goalkeeper by also was able to do your service of making some saves behind. What share anymore? Let's see that the Ghanaian contingent at this time around the players.
You need him.
I need him, but I mean, also I can see, say, they don't have anything they are playing for. In as much as a World Cup qualifier, that time.
What do you mean they don't have anything they are playing for? I don't understand what you say.
I'm saying it's a World Cup qualifier, and then we could see, say,
this is a World Cup qualifier.
And I'm saying a World Cup qualifier, but when you look at the players, on because a friendly match being on mobile.
Oh, okay. That's the point. Like you said, they didn't show much desire, energy, zeal
to
a competitive
match for World Cup, quarter 2022. And you could see that they were looking ordinary. You can say Richard Fury, but another bright spot was the right side of the defense.
He's not part of the team.
He was another bright because no to make some encouragement to the other side now. But now, anything. Jordan, or Chichen, but or Triana Buakem. Change players be tell this particular match, after the game, we are quite sick the day. The day is match tough. Where they couldn't play the pattern
the way they wanted
to play. And at the end of the day, what Bates most was 1 year. But time and again, I'm saying Sika Kono is a third game. Another game be almost shares some Bogoles, another bizarre performance. I think that when we went to South Africa. And that was also a substandard game. So South Africa game now, your boy qualified to AFCON. So that was a abysmal performance by all standard. Now we also have a better. I don't know, say or training now. What sort of training do they do? A day on my year, I say, and go from Mufi, I'm on Yabano, so man, I'm no man quay who share this particular game. Football and can create them music. I guess Ethiopia from Christ and commercial 3 or 4 because on that day no almost game ni na but it is a one blunder from goalkeeper now a costume and all said and done. Let me move to
okay move. Mami misa we never real South Africa game them say unyi ni say any Ethiopia no said the manu choka 144 in the world, right?
44th on the African continent. 158 in the
158 in the world. Unyi ni say Ghana ni Ethiopia by be share. So we will not underestimate them. But Nipa Nekoba, it gets into the head of the players. Like Jordan, it was very evident. Also, because he doesn't want to pass where he's supposed to, and all that. Going against a South African side that is a better team than the Ethiopian side. Unyi ni say ebema bia mrante na poor game. Now there'll be more desire, energy, focus. To up our game than we did because you say we made the idea grown better.
Psychologically, that is a perfect. But I also time I Friday, I buy time we don't have to say the game against Ethiopia, we're going to score and have so many avalanche of goals. Now I'm catching you say right now there are no minus in African soccer, and then as I said, most of our players were applying their trades in Europe.
Almost Europe, Ghanaian players abroad. National Europe, and no go for.
I see. When you look at it, almost what's the first time Sri because a state fight back Ethiopian players, but right now I also want name
the fear factor Ghana has is gone.
No, like yes, is everywhere. Players on board everywhere, no. Almost showcase some talent on this platform, and without also to give them a chance to go out and play outside. And just be in slow, yeah. And I'm show most of the players on TV show. Until we share the ball club, it is a month full there. And they say no, a din and found Bobo view. They say teamwork and a Bobo. What I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah. Because in yes, Ethiopia, teamwork and no mobile. The Ghana game is
still Bobo.
No, individualistic.
No.
Bobo. Bobo wan kaka ya shit
Edin dia won't mean Edin free ball Carlo. Edin dia style Bobo.
Edin edition. Na say Edin edition.
Edin individualistic and Bobo by teamwork. That's what I want to put across there. That Edin
by Edin Bobo.
No Edin me who's Edin Bobo.
Edin huna Edin on settle teams.
The beer Edin excited play role.
Edin is settle players until say we are playing a team. You are playing as a team. And I'm more you'll be alpha male be womudia.
That family is the name.
That name but most importantly to be a obi started squad. But still no omuntu winyahwe. And then to the be
NC Bebrisa team omwodin the omutashi.
Take Argentina how long?
Bolivia.
Take Argentina how long?
Today.
And then Messi alpha male sir omota na why.
But na say teams now muso hono so they have teams. Mebuamanu.
Oh yeah.
It got to a point. Chile almost show to us. Sometimes Chile number 1 to 11 Obi star. That two of without Alexis Sanchez that time.
Cristiano Ronaldo Ekoboy. You could see say Omu so ya family in their squad a game with Ghana Diego Jota was in a pole position to score. They were playing for him because it is a team. Because Mama who saw they were playing for or no who saw a star no. And they said a team play is not an individual play. That's what I want to put
no World Cup qualifier mo boy I show mo 1-0. 89th minute to shoot 2 goals mo win. Now we can say name to play.
Obi impossible na manana.
Na say boy enye boy enye tennis.
No you could see say in as much so a war a friend say Portugal team now movies so you good no. It's a Portugal team. It's a collective team. Almost play as a team.
No Korea now. You see, say Ronaldo they play for him a alpha male.
Alpha male at the same time. No Portugal team. No, Hanka because Abia or the debut now did young passing ball in mano. But they knew say.
But he produces.
That's what I want to put across and say. Say on one not on your team player. A resource that they want, they won't get it. That's what I'm putting in Ghana. Ghana game on normal bono. They are not playing as a team. They are playing individualistic game. And not the course here against them. But against South Africa, no. What I'm anticipating is because South Africa is top there, no. Psychologically, this guy is going to motivate the Ghana say because we share Ghana for South Africa for the so long a time, no, about 12 games. What I say, Obia you need 4-4. Not draw 4 draw. 4 ended draw. And I'm saying since 2010. South Africa phone to share Ghana. What I say, and maybe those were time because last game Ananka Yakobo South Africa no go to share Yakobo qualified to AFCON by don't go draw and I'm a Sudan for before.
It's the first World Cup. Mekai Michael and Hedano. It will forever be fresh in my mind. That was 2-0. That was very historic. Very historic.
But don't say Tama
Jomensa Michael Essien.
Yes.
That's correct.
No, 1996 that dubious semi-finals be
Tony Abuam Ebeto Jose Mandela told match no ma Ghana for Lusubia yes beat Toma
but the
following year they even came and beat us in Kumasi 1-0.
Yeah, non-betty.
Host to tournament.
1996 now you know since then
they had a good team.
Since then until that
Saturn player from number 1 even no goalkeeper Saturn goalkeeper never from 1 to 11 no player star. Yeah, from 1 to 11.
Andere BBB yeah.
That time omo team from 1 to 11 no BI star.
So what I would across is feel 96 no mo share na by no afide from 2010 do mo to share. Nti South Africa for we ko ho a but almost game against Zimbabwe no, they did not do
that is what I was still going to talk about say on any given day South Africa first now come back for Zimbabwe so but almost when team share Zimbabwe so it means enye yenkwa na yebre.
So African teams in be because we share in Africa you know Cote d'Ivoire and she said say there are no minors in African continent no more. Because Yasanka Comoros trying to qualify to AFCON. Yasanka Gambia to qualify to AFCONs. India can say woman baby at a theater. I'm expressing say because of that rivalry between Ghana and South Africa no to be said motivated and I'm say players be a minimum. Joel Famia was in a squad Deportivo. Then time no now or boy veteran called the almost qualify cra aba a friend saying
You don't know them because this blasters.
Yeah, remember. God don't qualify aba a fence you know man but them Premier League and a cocoton because he anti-ton or turn and chibia and or call one also turn ma call a fence in Spain. Of course Spain on by the same say or Russia to my friend Oregon or Orebec. We say well, I could 63 games since 2019. I watched 22 goals. Yeah. I mean, he's a player also where you am. And he said, no, when he give say, I say Jordan Munyadi. Now, will be a player like this, bench for goals. You should have tried them because or 17 in name in the squad. And to be a bad advantage, you know, say, ask for full player by cross on Scooby, Mania, and also or squad in New York. Yeah,
he's my player.
Yeah, no, be him say, you're Common City. I have also scored the number one and so I could be wrestler craft a friends Poland. Yeah, a ball 2015 Africa Guyana 20 you know the most valuable player. And see on also next you say of course a Poland about 2020 about 3 games with 7 goals. And this players you say if he say they move age up, Jordan are not giving us the best star. You should allow this player to play, and then even the local players. Say,
not a difficult game in South Africa.
But we don't have the materials.
Yeah, of course.
We don't have the materials because if
Tiema Banyam in place of Jordan Yumo.
No, they are not there. The Jordans are not there.
Choice, but I don't have
you don't have the choice.
Yeah, so let
them go and play, and then let's see. Say because that same second game I could with South Africa. Most of the players in Anko. Almost remember first game na no and I'm quite sa players we no koya e ko bo goals right
the COVID ne buy into restriction
they say almost South Africa red state may anticipate say with the likes of Joe family mo name ya boy am mo kwan so mo kokko no
Ghana be share
man shekra na I think they can pick up a points because
pick up a point or points
a point you can pick a point.
Richard Ofori imposed Fatou Mohammed, Alexander Jiku, Jonathan Mensah. Amona Mevan say Richard Ofori Nedam, Fatou Mohammed, Jiku, Jonathan Mensah, and Gideon Mensah. I'm on the back four. Mubarak Wakasu, Emmanuel Lomote, Majid Ashmeru, Yao Yabua, Joel Fameye, Andre Dideayu, captain. These are the players starting the game for Ghana. With about 20, how many minutes? Let me check the time. 21 exactly minutes to go for the start of the game. Your studio Hana Ibema update whatever happens. Ghana Shegu Abonzi Abetiam go, and I'm very optimistic and confident Ghana will beat. Megas South Africa fashion. Megas South Africa fashion.
Amaka Kumasi commentators. To make a go.
Okay. Quickly. On international tidbit. Romelu Lukaku, Jean Vertonghen, any one other player. Omofi Belgium camp. Ningna said Lukaku, the 67th international match, the 100th match for Belgium. Wasan go into international. 2 games, not 3 goals. But honestly, Waji yellow card. Why Ronaldo DNB?
An unnecessary yellow card.
One day, they know how he got his yellow card. And why you not there? But he got a yellow card in the. So you not there?
You want to say why Ronaldo?
But so almost
avoidable one.
Yeah, Waji yellow.
Yeah.
He's been released.
The next game.
The next game on until back to Chelsea. But and Rana can report to them say now Thomas Tuchel was very concerned because Chelsea bought Saturday and a Belgium next game a Wednesday. Until now Mbabobe and I know more Belarus.
Barely 4 days.
Yeah, more Belarus. Until Mbabobe or Baby do Chelsea, you know. Na ha yin. Timi hu so waji yellow card and I'm say akwa Ronaldo dey bi na am say coach Yamana yi. But in any case, also assign thigh injury. There is a little concern for Chelsea. But the news is he's been released back to his club. Not only him. Guinea so Sadi Kaka and then politically what this means to the western part of Africa. Coup d'etat. Sia na ACCC ba. Na Guinea Diana the entire day be famune say onim say Liverpool brand friend say Naby Keita o Guinea ni. Yeah. Okoye say Liverpool release no say onko bobo magini na eno na Liverpool the statement about bonten say abrante no safe Liverpool are satisfied that Naby Keita is safe and well as they work to get him out of Guinea following the attempted coup d'etat in the country. Said the Edika Kanunti Naby Keita no Guinea and assembly see here. Now the good news for all Liverpool fans and in the footballing world, and he said almost see oh yeah safe. Italian so say we are singing na oman bia obobo your friend say international country no unzo say oma baby the record unbeaten
yes
yeah.
Like 30 games
37
wow
36 or 37
yes
say almost the longest unbeaten
from
international run
2018
yeah
remember
to me and the longest unbeaten run
tournament crowd
they say the Italy there who share more Roberto Mancini.
I think Belgium is the first country. Belgium is number 1, but they are still not number 1 in the world.
Maybe the next, you share the next ranking. If you are next ranking, but they can unsettle Belgium because Gareth Bale, who can say or born again and Wales game boy or hat-trick, for 3 goals. A boy my Wales, me eating Queen Mamu Belarus 3-2. See, Bale is back. We say Carlo Ancelotti buy Ushep Real Madrid games why born again and also Eddie about to so to me keep up Jack Grealish any Declan Rice England manager friend said Southgate say nani enye amrantie no suban amuyi na di o campo ho nti Jack Grealish any Declan Rice on English boys no say kan on say ayi Manchester City player na Castle yeah upcoming Phil Foden. See he on cut England team no crown. Sa no mutio. Omunya dinka krebi. Na omo say.
Oh yeah, that's the problem.
English boys
hype. Their hyping is good, but hyping and they common because on yet better than any player. Phil Foden. I mean he has prospects. I agree with you. Share Argentine squad here. I mean, player by player. I'm about major teams.
Liverpool and Sonny Mohamed Salah Gusu Kasa contractually for extension. Now, as a reporter, Liverpool could hear by see Salah Beba the highest paid player. Yes, Sika Obisa Liverpool. No, and Yesika Ketwa. According to Liverpool Econo, Omso Mugusua, Omo Ene Abrantiano Ekasa. Nemo Momso Babe the highest paid player of Liverpool. Chelsea and so manager friend Thomas Tuchel say Ope Aye Leroy Sani. According to Express, yes, Arsenal Sudi Abrantenechi. Chelsea manager Thomas Tuchel is keen for the club to sign German winger Leroy Sani from Bayern Munich and also Edia Ababetu Ija. And so and these are some of the highlights. PPR now say Yamada Sporting public eti Christiansen so any Chelsea Kasa about possible contract extension. Ubeka say Argentina ni FIFA Argentina ni Brazil almost so
the match was abandoned.
Yeah. Wow. Now FIFA released an official statement following the suspension of the World Cup qualifying fixture between Brazil and Argentina. Now the contest at Corinthians Arena was called to an abrupt halt minutes after kickoff when health authorities attempted to reprimand 3 Argentina players for breaching COVID-19 rules. Now the visitors eventually walked off the pitch and roughly an hour after the game was stopped, South American football governing body CONMEBOL confirmed its suspension, and now FIFA have pledged to look into the incident in greater detail. And FIFA krata modibai ninye. FIFA regrets the scenes preceding the suspension of the match between Brazil and Argentina for CONMEBOL qualifiers of World Cup 2022, which prevented millions of fans from enjoying a match between 2 of the most important football nations in the world. The first match official reports have been sent to FIFA. This information will be analyzed by the competent disciplinary bodies and a decision will be taken. Until let's wait and see what actually will happen. But now it was a bad incident. It was an eyesore.
Yes.
Osher Stadium near packed. The fans are waiting to see a good match, and the match being called off.
Yes.
Very sad.
I saw the pictures. I mean, the officials walking onto the pitch, walking up to Emiliano Lososo.
Yeah.
Now one player. I think they said one show there was a lapse in when they should have quarantined when they came. No more here. But this are a matter of health and life and death. So although they could have had alternate arrangements, but it's avoidable. I mean, Messi and Neymar, they were not too happy the way things went. Into whether they will be Argentina will be punished or they will replay it. It's something because it's a game that would have been very, very beautiful. After Amobor Community final now, Argentina winning, it was just another moment that they could cement who is a better squad. So let's wait and see. I mean, FIFA has not issued who was at fault in the idea. I say so.
Okay,
we'll wait for that one.
We wait for that one. Enti no. Said the medical canon Ghana any South Africa game no aka simabe ti say edu enai na game no started pe ye de because to be at the bebramo. Now we will shift our attention to the economy and the continent of Africa. Dear Nekoso, meba memo can be big kakra. By a couple of messages near acknowledge those who are with us. Yenchia Frances Lamisi Punamani, Mamiaba say good morning, my people. Mamiaba Yachao Yadawase. Hope you had a good weekend. The weekend was a blitzful one. Kwesi Ususi, happy Labor Day to you. Yadase Kwesi. And then you see the reason why democracy is not good for the black man, because our root is not democratic. It's very true. Yenya to me no yemfanye de beboa timamufo yenya Kwesi say it's the Labor Day, it's in Canada and US, not only US and Kwan. I think we already did that. Mami Abase Ken Kalu in rich man's glasses. I like it. Bacho fashe. Mami Abase fashe. Kalusha. Mami Abase fa Gucci glasses nishe.
Yeah.
Mami Abana eka semo.
Medisha mean drinking kind.
Untie na sem.
Mami Abana in say. Happy Labor Day to you in the studio and to all your sponsors. I say memamo ayiko wakunte echo abiu affair
for life.
I say bro, your reason is personal in your opinion and from what you have gained from them. You know the reason he was talking about time now yeka also chia especially LPNs.
Oh,
was when you neoma free LPN in SS for home PC for home. Okay, I'm not sure. Wakunta onimu
Akunta for life. See your brothers
to what you have gained from nurses.
But Akunta, I want to come back. I want to stage a comeback.
Wakunta see no wonder. So especially LPNs and RNs and PCAs.
Yeah, that's
when you neoma free home.
Akunta madam. Okay, we've done a lot together.
Okay, Mami Abasi happy Labor Day, Kwesi. Okay, Amishia, Bema Michael Damte.
Yes.
Yeah, I met Michael Damte. I will buy a year na
okay.
Memenda, and he was asking, I don't know. Oh, okay. Michael is watching us.
We did for them.
Let me finish greeting people watching us, and then I'll come back to that before we get to the politics.
Time
because there are so many questions people are asking me. I cannot answer.
Politics.
Baby, I'm a Fabia. No, be Bisame. Manu Choway, Kalusha way, Manu. Almost more and Samayana.
Politics.
They see me everywhere. They don't see you too.
Yeah, they'll see us soon. I mean,
anyway, would you remember Michael? But who's also watch but maybe some question now.
Yes. Canada.
Mamin Chabino Bema Eric Yamwa Berimaba Ericus. Special good morning to you. Happy Labor Day to you and your wife.
You are. Anopa Sister Monica. Sister Monica.
Yeah. Monica say
they holiday.
SM holiday today.
Holiday today.
Holiday today.
Sister Monica holiday.
Okay. You don't leave your stomach anywhere.
Eric Yamwa and you know Bema Kwabna Kosovo. So body Kwabna Echa will be a special and happy Labour's Day, right? To our brother, formerly of New Vision Radio. Kwabna Apombo Kodie. Yencha Nana Echa Nana Apomti saying. I don't know the yard.
Yeah. Nana Echa. Na se won shedan chama this side.
Mamia boy Bema.
Francis or shedan cham Bema mo booster no mo mba mo booster.
Nana Echa or booster.
Nana.
Oh, Worcester on address. Wunim Nana. Oh God.
Minim Nana, but minim Nana nature. Nana nature.
Usika sana odasa.
To and channel Sikasa Kalusha.
Nana Echa.
Oh, Worcester. Wunim Nana bia.
Minim Nana.
My Nana Nilazemede.
Minim.
Why do you now say a chana chanam say Nana
Mission Fatal. Yeah.
Yeah, Chad Dixon from Pont or Sofu.
Exactly.
Chelsea Papa.
Answer the Dixon.
Dixon from Pont. AK or Sofu. Okay, man.
It's interesting in nature. me o na nature na
no
ma me bo na won tu answer I'm hitting the punch die so that you crow you answer wakasa
o na nature na so fe na
nature no so na nature na o si minim na ba minim na nature
so na nature na se na
oh okay
na see unim no
o na nature se mo ka man
unim no ene de unim no
manager there are two questions I me church man for we am baby sam and yes second one there specifically personalized question mebaso
I mean na as you know
my yencha you know about
yencha ka una onim
my yencha man for and e le ba
be say odeba
me de ba no de be chi me
oni akra for your program bro
na nature na
obi ani
machine trainer na that you know but na me say
we ni say na me nim no ni di chance eso
but she said na nature na
afeno mati wakam mati masun so nya so a eno so e accept
we ka se bro se fa be woso
so
afa gidi na wonim na
ninja mu wi anoma
na wonim na
minim na all kan
wonim na
okay ba enche nu abema eye amwako usuansa special good afternoon to you and you know abema osay Frank ana Frank osay Frankie me yiri se won so ho ye King Frankie won so me chao ye chemu amohwe o Facebook and YouTube kuko YouTube abitima show no live or TV so smart TV so Unity TV Worcester obiza me mama Agnes Boafo me papa so for Santibio mu a de debia so mo share on YouTube to ko YouTube also bitima share Unity TV Worcester the show is live on YouTube you can watch us live UTN now drive there it's not advisable TN radio no more come and this now try bia radio ni do a the obeya ni se obe download the app no Play Store now at uko Play Store Unity Radio Worcester who use iOS and I say iPhone uko tuning and also be tuning Unity Radio Worcester you search for us on tuning Unity Radio Worcester also be to me but we use Android there Mr. uko Play Store is here and download the app no uko Play Store and I search for Unity Radio Worcester and then you download our app everywhere
in less than 10 seconds
everywhere
you have it. Very easy
you be to me
one two easy steps
Now, and also, two questions now for you getting to the political discussion. I'm Stephen Owusu, yeah, Facebook and so Unity Radio. Oko Facebook Unity Radio, and also be to my share live. Stephen Owusu see I'm watching you guys from Canada, Ontario. And Max Billion, Nana Bafo say happy long weekend and Labor Day, guys. Yeah, so Michael Damte say good work done, guys. My greetings to you all. But I'll my question. But Michael Damte say me Misa say. Program bia Michael Damte bisa me papa ampofo bisa Christopher Duche enipa no doso oboyima mintimi kaidin doso obi ehemia manu chowai kalusha wai but mo ya me no obi bisa me say mo ye nsamanfo ana
opona say me no ko we Pentecost I was there no na me tika mo nim say me na
Pentecost da be na me ko
elder way funeral I was there
elder Dubai
exactly I was there we feel me no na jina yeah me kalusha ya teacher ya pemba
wono na pemba
kalusha
oba krum hadi oba kruma December right
yes I say well February
okay in Worcester in February
yes
programs are work obetimi akan
at my fingertips.
Better for Krenu.
But this Saturday we gym.
And yes, Saturday. And yes, Saturday we near. A year then and ya castle be quite a friend. I ma royal crab a bass on my famra or so bebo open my own no program there. And also
one is me no.
Judy program.
Yeah, Judy.
And no castle, but Judy no fair. O castle be bassa program.
Kobe.
Yeah, no buy. And no Udro Jam, right?
Yeah.
That program you were there.
I know who you can say.
Why feel
yeah.
That was the same day I feel we.
One of them meant to say.
Must I be sure who you are? Some kaka
kaka.
We won't kai.
I want to be this go so.
Go on some any any kai. Me wo hono ye ka wo fie we ye ka
into question na man for bisam say.
Oh yeah baba, I have a very representative. But na kwa no say o me ka say me no be cool. I don't know.
Saturday wa ma.
Saturday.
Oso ko fa ho aba. Saturday Matilda mami ye uka so be me akọ mami Kumasi ye uka Saturday me no na studio ha kopim say ball 6 yeah, because attorney Angwafo be yeah the legal hour and I'm saying so for the do on our coin but na 5 something 5 almost 6 and our coin and I'll say obabani aku programs no and one no na Kalusha Irai
wow
me friend ko amfa
wow kinke
yeah everyone friend
me friend
but now we den
o say
I'm
ofie
president wo na mo ofie
wa o see e be ko baby
wo ofie
na me rest kakra na farm
wo rest ya make bia
okay can no be kan
that's all kasa na emre
mekanya
no mo e wo mutiri mu no anya sa na e wo
and then the next question is
say mo pa abante na menene ti no me de number me ma no ma ka chere say abante ya
me pesa kasa abante na one ne da na menene ti ya asem onya adwuma
ba so onimi
ono hours ye pe
onimi ti o ka say bi say ensem ya mote ya
you have your own washroom you have your own bedroom
ya mo ka ka no
bedroom or washroom
mama me raho
say
because obi a woti
na one ne share
okay the one ne ti no your friend say
Abdul
oye adwuma time
oye overnight
oyiwa
Kalusha pa
hey mami back here oyiwa ada odo be ba jese pabubu oyiwa ada me do be ba jese oyiwa
akofo mo ye no ma no mo nka o omo nya no ba
se otio bia
mo ye no ma no omo be no ma no mo nka
ejuma be
akofo mo ye no ma
otio ya de
o man kalu nura wa na ye
ejali aba ejumafo si ejumafo abanu
obi a wo ka
otio ya wo point ni say akofo mo ye nyama no akofo mo ye nyama no
de se tete otio so
kalu ba bia
omo ye no ma
no ai de
I want to find something
oba na no ya de no point
otio ba wanya hodin fofra de
yo na obi overnight o roommate overnight o si enko bi sa say obi ba ho ana
Kalusha pa na o ka sam na o
obi overnight
otio twema springing him na me say asem o de ye o see ye unfair to him. He's been saying this from day one. Me no ko program me fra wa wanfa and ye ka say Kalu no se na ne sa to bi so o see ye nko bisa o roommate
overnight
roommate ni adwuma time as overnight na wa
na adwuma so wanfa we chief witness na no o ye 12 to 12
say roommate phone baby na no o say ne cameras ni ade amanfo access your phones bi ana o tie access na on phone so
roommate or camera ho no
bi a access ni
roommate or camera roommate or camera
access Kalusha den no the phone
be so ya no onje nti wan ya wo ka wa you ama o say no kra
nkwa na da we sure nkwa oda na how many weeks in nkwa oda sha say da be
come on so
many weeks
so many weeks
I can say yes cry yes
oh say ene obre
kabwe pa
ene obre pa
ene ize o no mo say mo say meja na we yesu dim tie fa
yes o de uja ada wo ye marketing
na me market say
mami abaka say for glasses ni che e shekura ma ni che
e bi say first no na me yie na me tumi nka e se ma che mo fa se na bra
ada wo ye Rollins is a Rollins no glasses bi o mo say afekura da man for say na drum e wo yie obewu den who ka che ma Rollins guys belong shy or she no kasa boom ahoden ngwa
it's a on say guys Gabby tan to street mo
the street
in down hu no na nsa na masati hu no
na me say street kwa kanzo me fi ho
some question ene ne obi on
Kalusha hu
o say
oba ho na otu
me me tu dada say na oba we hu bi also the
as a me
now man right now
okay Reverend who's the friend Reverend okay enti musi men kan chat for say
oh this week ye jinem
obi su bisa na otu enti anu am bisa na say ono so adane samaya na
exactly
because am for 10 nkan wo radio some say hey enti say otu men say okrom ha amafo kra nim say watu ha etina no mbizam say eh na say utu okroma no de no wasiesa anam say etem no me shede bisan say maza na wana sise wo so ada ne saman
o da binya saman
ya say umpie
o wi ase makato say dubre bia nipa fa ho sie
kakra
say o twon free
absence at times you have to go for absence
di o twon ho sana now was why assessment so the afi assess we assessment we are na fe
o ba
si se ba na fe de enya ni na o yefuna o ba
no wa yi chaf na go
exactly
ya sheda say timon twen ba 2023 ni be pie
2023 ye be pie na say I end we ya September man sa
2023 asa na me
Gabby now 21
2023
2020
na just a wedding no kra wonti mma bio
wedding kra unyamba and the memo special invite what's it
wedding
dey dey am worry me bibia ready akoba no
wedding dey bia me hwe no zoom
we show no zoom me for MC pan MC o zoom from afar yo
every father MC oba say o show because I'm now go mo bi oni mi di offer no
is only background bomb my friend program as say bomb number 2
we could hear at the end so I remind them them
our work and no planner special edition Labor Day ya majuma fo nyina once again happy Labour's Day ya bre utu bresa ya corner ya ba na ya corner ya ba na asabeta na asomo mo so mo bre ebi mo ya double single parents you know double triple quadruple near they just to make ends meet and to make sure it me share omo a nyame di omo abayen abrabom as our world. Not only your children, your husband and your wife, but the people, the external family, the friends you have, and everybody will lend the support to be a part of our world. Inti nyamisha yenyina for all we do. Kakra we will get to the promised land. Inti yeshemo in crying bo bi abaso. Yenyere ho na de ye no. Yenye ni ye na inshira bi free mu aba. Mo maya bam emu. Eye den life they say is war. Nti sanete. Nze abrabo no opim na so ampim ni bia na wa force opim a na so apim ni bi eye den
abrabo nye kun
na den
ya kansi enye ntokwa
oba say efesi ye ne pempem ti
ntokwa de enye abrabo nye ntokwa
na den
ya kansi
sa chirma me he
so ka say bibi ntokwa de ayehu
na sa abrabo ehu
hwe ba nye to the sense
abrabo hu
no te Ghana e wo
ya kansi
ada na ado hu asi
maybe a kroma de akansi Ghana de e wo ankasa
abrabo na antinam de hu asi
every day abrabo what you do by the day by the minute by the second by the hour
kroma de akansi Ghana e wo obi so ni obedi cry de oni one city cry be 50
more than war
sir
Africa de war kroma obi join employment Ghana more employment for Ghana obewu Ghana de war pa
okay it's Michael Dante into Moans and the same.
Oh, you be piaba. You senior man who told us your chance scale. No, sometimes sense to create importance.
No, Utu has been in the system for only God knows.
Yeah,
and Timomo is fresh.
Mati,
the track record now maybe we be some manucho no we share baby ada
radio man aso we no go time the manucho 90 years it's a Facebook na say adwuma no first no me radio about 2 years no be hu me nim da me pie me do studio bi sam kram say yeme but say I don't mean dodge and your Facebook here anka me hu me na che anka no dey me aba program no bi say from the from kojo the from nanka manucho ni dey heading be pia ba there it's a society I mean I say no boa so I think we can na we about the anti you always advise and yet deliberate intention but it's not deliberate.
Okay mama get straight into issues na yen hwe and then some die pono so basically you be share coup d'etat I see Guinea any the effect and the Ghana for be akasa kwesieni if you did listen to Peace News ebi mu kra kasa mama yen nyene se Ghana ye so abofo nti bi ntumi si ebetumi asi wo Ghana ye pen for take clue no money the needful and the right things for the country.
It starts with agitations, pockets of agitation.
So share and basically on the show today. Kujeto Ablakwa or say African leaders omu greedy for power and omu trim or dainty. Yanhwe ya Africa era of coups may return. Said ye trimu omu betena tumi so a etrimu ding any person min kuminya. Ye nana ye 100th generation in abeba no mu ehia omo but ordinary person na ye onu na japade ni sika na ye de ama aban say onfa nsom ye no na onu no bre nti ye behwe the basics in circumventing or diverting such things. So, say BC or Ghana. Another chance basically we'll be looking at SIM registration in Ghana. As Lawusu say, you better register SIM card in October. To number now Ghana and what register cra beginning October one san koya you be from SIM. Name the mobile say Ghana card in Kwan. Why Ghana card in Kwan? A lot of questions have been raised, and then listen to the news experts. Kofi Capito, the Peace FM4 friend from Kofi Capito or America, and then the Kasai consumer protection. Yeah, and all Kasai. Most starting national identification card, most mobile linking with driver's license, passport, and all that.
Yes.
Now, civilized and developed countries, that is how they do the identification.
Yes.
Now, most say Ghana card and Kwandi and the same.
Yes.
It's and also you better wire. Bosha almost share say NIA no. Ebe mobile network here synchronize. To me na fe ye ka say oba register card. SIM card just a Ghana card in Kwa. You better share and also na share the other side. They say what will be the positives? Say Ghana you to me ye na pass SIM card you to me identify register because obi di boni no ayi no atu atwene. People selling SIM cards outside already pre-registered.
Exactly.
The dangers and what this seems to eradicate for the country. You better and also enyina na yaba share omanpenin Dada Mahama and so nsema last week or dibe two dwa about say MPP4 say yanhwe na ye ntu omo akonwa so a sika omo wia ni nyina omo de be kokwa abra ye omo enye nkontabu bia sa ensemi nam so ema ye Sami Jamfi so friend centralfo nhia ni NDC hierarchy no e de to yanim say nanado aban aba nyina omo pa na ewia ade obekai say last Friday NPP was it first who na deputy Oba Jennifer Oforuwa the position in boy then
deputy communication officer
director Jennifer Oforuwa Jennifer Oforuwa beka say at least 5 NDC government appointees no mu enka Sami Jamfi anuntu na and another person said Kwame Duncan say by this time can say President Mahama and so or that jail na sansem na CC 15 last week iba na aboba ba bedru baby a so unim fixing the country abronye ne nkrofo no hopes na doye exactly now Airbus omakofa Airbus scandal once about Pro-NPP group target Mahama with petition to Special Prosecutor. The mepasi ya share na mibisa ni say sa ensensema start ye baby akudu omso mo de President Mahama. Now mo ye press conference. Now addressing a press conference on September 5th, leader of the movement Ernesto Usubempa stressed that holding Mahama responsible will be nothing new given that a number of former presidents on the continent and elsewhere have been jailed for corruption offenses committed during their tenure. He specifically cited former South African President Jacob Zuma, who was recently jailed by the country's top court for contempt, whilst he still faces a raft of corruption charges during his time in government. Usubempa believes that Mahama is the person code-named government official one in the Airbus scandal. It can be agreed that the fight against corruption is a major challenge. The speedy trial and imprisonment of henchmen of frustrated John Mahama will end this obscene irony, which is why fixing the country movement is in the process of petitioning the Special Prosecutor to revisit the Airbus corruption scandal and deal appropriately with John Dramani Mahama. So that is where I want us to begin the show from, and then from there quickly no more touch base on Nanado finally one name one MMDC, but reasons he's giving for the delay minim sebeto mo asum dia. But let's start off with this Airbus scandal. Manu Chomen start with
Airbus scandal. I think it's more interesting because the crime has no expiry date. So virtually, I sometimes have problem with timing, but I think I've moved on from there. I've become more mature. That at the end of the day, once it's an issue, it needs to be looked at. Mr. Ghana, fixing the country, not fix the country.
Yeah, fixing the country. Pro-NPP.
Exactly, and with the leadership being, and it's also been posting at Doye and Abronya to that large extent. The petition come at BNI, IGP. that Vormawor had some Ernesto Womoka say we know overturn the constitution and they be huge. I think it's a call in the right direction. All we see Airbus scandal say a buy. I mean, prelude to waiting here. The buses be airplanes be a Kotoya. You say there was an intermediary, or 1 to 5, and yes, but government official number 1. Yeah. What's interesting in Conforno, serious fraud of facing UK. They did something which I think is very laudable and can be heard. Before you judge a man, you have to hear him out. In Conforno Abubodin. But they did not have the chance to interview the people too, because once a name is being mentioned in a typical court way, you call the person to come and give a defense. But once the person was not allowed in court, and it will not affect the judgment they want to give, but judges that some clues were given. Say government official number 1B who has strong ties with intermediary number 5 or UK one, who is more like a brother and I say baby. Yeah. And people had to link it when ex-president Mahama had written a book, My First Coup d'Etat. Yeah. Waka say ni bi wo UK or UK in terms of citizen or honum. At least there are pockets of information and people piecing them together. They have a right to feel that okay, maybe that official number 1 might be President Mahama. But a recent development in the UK's probe on scandals in that serious fraud office, I drop all charges against the key suspect. Exactly. I listen to say key suspects no charges are did born on your drop. That means special prosecutor no obey rely on the UK probe to get evidence to charge somebody. But it doesn't also make it to make shame, because we as a country we have vested interest in knowing who that official to is, because UK has its own personal interest. I don't think they be because say Abrofoba Ghana near the end, they didn't come there to make us well. They came to better their own lot. In the case of that, yes, you for so kakra. It is our business, because someone buy between a gold in near the fan because they want us to be a better people. I mean, also our mindset now, they feel that it will not even affect them invariably, so they are not interested in who that official number 1 is. Then so countries like Malaysia said, the other countries in Indonesia, exactly. Others went that far. Others went that far. I'm there jailing California there, but here no I can. So I think once you have a special prosecutor, they are only, and there should be somebody with a petition. This when we decided some petition. I think it's in the interest of even ex-president Mahama that this thing comes to rest, because it looks like hanky panky. I didn't hang it. Government official number 1, they say if somebody has decided, say, special prosecutor, put this thing to rest, look into the matter, and let's put it to rest, or let's punish where it is due. I think it should be a call in the right direction. People might say timing, diversion tactics, blah blah blah, all those things will come in, but at the end of the day, it doesn't change the main substance that people say. Wait, the bonena, you should be worried. See, at that time, when I say you see negative tactics, then all of us can voice it out that no, you don't treat an ex-president like that. But this is a case that was it true? There was a government official. Did they liaise with the person? For me, it's not about your bokani and boka. Even your thinking alone should be punished. Bible mukra Christian cracker say, "Wash your background on and the crop why burning." The same way due diligence and can say was help to save money. Ghana save money. That's a 1 year. You should still be punished. So I think that it's not a bad call. Special prosecutors also because even Martin started it, but I petition there been, but it was not pushed to the very end. Until a new special prosecutor, he decides the case that he wants to really look at. So I think for me, you might have issues with the timing, diversionary, blah blah blah, but it doesn't take away the major substance. I'll be glad to know that government official number 1 is, because it's very very important. Certain we shouldn't let anything go. We should get to a point in our lives as a country. People should be punished for what they've done. We should remove all political colorations off. If there was money paid to facilitate, because there's not a school of thought that Yanka say a bribe, but there was facilitation there. We are interested that was somebody influenced with some cash somewhere for him to make some of the decisions for Ghana. That is what I'm interested in. So for me, it doesn't take anything away from us. Let's see what special prosecutor will do in that direction, and I believe a lot of Ghanaians agree with me that it's very interesting to know that government official number 1 is. Is this the same airbag now? Airbus. When did this thing start? Now President Mills yes, 2010. Is it not this thing? President Mills, a formal committee, and Anka investigating President Mahama before his demise. Yeah, okay. It was the same thing. Yes, yes. It's clear way say, yeah, maybe more jam say, okay, Airbus now.
ne bi ma adwen say bus ne be ma ne bi ma adwen yom say airbag no ne ma say bus branding we nya bus branding aircraft aircraft
for the military
aeroplane actually
for the military aircraft there no na
eti eno ho nsam no Kalusha ma memra so na fa kakra kan na me
most of Friday I'm say sense my beba no democracy no co-op to me but then say that na e dey nkomo bi na can indemnity clause and you see 10 years
but presidential immunity
but the manager can say presidential immunity for the first time in our constitution you apply we be that it is say nkofo dey call. That's why special prosecutor
apply the that
presidential immunity
set after 3 years
you bet me they say the mundi boni bia but this time
for the first time now
you can take him before a competent court
and jail him say nkofo nya boss so omode your former president you kwa kwa Airbus no
omo the petition ma
special prosecutor should do job friend bet me friend yeah
say that about him
friend so bet me friend for question
na say depend democracy in a way. But I also just staying up to say, a man for me say this one is not a witch hunting whatsoever. They say no, you per se your constitution, and I say your constitution, you say loopholes will be home. You be higher apply normal bit. You just go to apply it and see say a bit my boy. Oppose a step in the right direction. I bet my boy, I'm a DP and democracy in so many ways.
Don't you think, sir, recent outbursts, press conferences from the former president and the NDC might have contributed to these people taking this decision?
It is timing. Now say I think the watch to now
how do you know because I think who should be to now you are being not just a patches ubuya.
Yeah,
now
what do you mean by when I think
issues?
MPP phone him say NDC phone issues. And I also pay our issues, you know. What sign of will be a corrupt? One our president. I was so no. Was in investigation. And I profit to attack and I walk. Na enoma kwakwa dia na won so no communicators some more cancers and then people for say sir waka say we kura na e ka say hwem no papa no kura na o ma okoto say no kura no go hwem no wawu and sadia yes your competition friend saying special prosecutor so o ma hwehwe asem no ade wo financial financial twist political twist we be ka say Airbus e beba no
enti if I understand what you're saying teacher say President Mahama ni Sami Jamfi and so ankasa se MPP for ketase shefi si eco fourth republic Akufo-Addo aban we ni aban omowie sika bebrede anka omunzo omunya hwe. Is that what you're trying to say?
Baby high of political twist so Akufo masema ba a Ghana politics adete Akufo masema ba wo so wasem be betoja but we shouldn't have done it that way because ask me the buy first time na buy no and come every senka Akufo-Addo the first time kwa no say no mo na senka we dey o hwehwem dada you couldn't have even taken offense saying the facing the country for one or some competition, because I Airbus that was girl say something happened now the predecessor at a mills, no him. They could have done it a long time, but right now, no, I say we come anyway, and I call for.
Is this good for Ghana?
Opo in a way, maybe they be very good. Say in a constitution, say it was immunity on.
Indemnity.
Immunity.
Presidential immunity. And what chum stop referring to it.
3 years
after 3 years, you know.
A chum.
Don't count just say. But after 3 years, you know. That's the first time you apply. You apply that.
You apply.
Special prosecutor bet me a friend a question on because just like
because now we say
want to be 10 years answer.
10 years answer. But right now we say 3 years. 3 years and go for actually they say we just want to go and see say special prosecutor no. And some shame say we I no cry because you know can say Indonesia for that same Airbus from so koten go for be here you know. Ya do ma ko jeli omo. And then sadia but say I just say Ghana politics way come asem entina maybe be here in the and that aspect in there enka hu here.
Okay.
They should have waited for that far long. They make out my say it's good. Say
I mean,
they waited for long. I want to be because they are wait chance and political twist.
The bonnet the old dinner say I'm passing with the bonnet. Say crime has no expiry date. Cosby, Bill Cosby cried Nico Shim. And cried yeah, you know.
I'm with Jan.
Oh yeah. To spring and now Mike and Ben Kakra.
Yeah.
Can
Okay.
Now Yanko my Mike and Bravo when you pointed. Yanko.
Mamincha na mincheti for say omwaje brena omuti dwumadi na omo show Facebook so ye cha om papa say de minuanum nyina aka no eye nzo mampani John Dramani Mahama me ka omo na ye campaign ti anama ni opposition because na breso no ye hu se ne ma bi nko ye se de ne ye ekoya so na brebi me kan me kasa fidie bi so se papa na kebetumi anka ommo ni integrity ho ban kakra ko integrity de nipa o integrity ho hia pa
common integrity ho ban sesen
se ko se de minua kalucha kan no ko nkana no ntum because o ko ka bibi na obi abeka bibi na se de minua ka no atete ho de bi twa
ebi a otie ya Sami Jemfia o se Mahama reputation and integrity squeaky. Say where do you see no squeaky clean. Nti bia ono no mo na mo susu say why bibi ba no no de wonim so onye hwe. Nti until somebody is proving
the asama ye ka no it's about him.
Yeah.
And in the government. Yeah, Mahama sama ye can in person. We are talking about those he appointed in government. Adwuma ombe didi bo man no. Nipa okofo mba ni adwuma obedi mo mba no. Eno ho asem ne ye ka. So no kasa ono ne personal integrity no ka dia. Fine. But no kra no.
Sami
enye papa sa do kan.
Kwesi Mahama
enye papa sa do kan no. Because ye de Ghana abanya hye wonsa. Na akofa nipa ba na nipa kro be wian ya. Na be kasa integrity good. What kind of integrity are you talking about? Because ye nim de na ba me koso. Ye sisa ska gubra e ko Brazil ko di ba ye me wa. Sesi ye. Fi ankra kotna ayi commission ani man gosu. Aduasare e gosi zan.
Yeah, ne free ankra.
Ani free ankra man gosu. Sika na wudi ye na even though white paper cry dey buy no recommendations are na wo mu an say nipa bi tu sika na ba kro mantua. So what kind of integrity ena Sami Jemfika was me. Bas brand ye nim dey see ye. Jifa tifo na akasa ko gina ni krom on a campaign platform say mo an to ba maya mzama krofo mu bo mechi atum dey na why. You appointed them. So what kind of integrity are you talking about? But Asamba Kone say Ghana, we are sitting on a time bomb in terms of we are politicians moneyama. The Ayaka Bebabeka Guinea asem nyina no. These are some of the things that are degenerated to what has happened right now in Guinea. And Ghana, we are not exempted. Say the people nipa become wasem no. Because politicians no debia emfie aduasani almost 30 years under the Fourth Republic from Rawlings 2 terms. For 2 terms, Professor Mills and Mahama 2 terms and Akufo-Addo 2 terms. Niema sisiri nyina na ye niema e Ghana for adwunim.
Ye friend recurring.
E Ghana for adwunim pa. Etina da bia niema esesa. Se wote omam na se ne. Ye te omam na mabunu ekeka om hubom in a groups. We can demonstration kese na. It tells you so you politician it's supposed to tell you something.
That something is coming.
Bibi ba. Ghana nkase we are not prophet of doom. Yam predict so man mo. But niema politicians be no. Just say Ghana is not meant to be in kase there. Bibi antimizi. Me believe say Ghana de bibi besi. Say ya na nipa betron man ma dia bibi betimesi. Because and then mama say yanchi Akufo-Addo ne nkrofo am yam prosecutor mo ni anka wasem antu omo a.
O si say omo ewini 2024 na. They will get away with the stolen money. Ska omo wiane nyina omo de beko.
Ne so omo kom de omo de ko.
What evidence or
na ono so kan evidence. Evidence be na Mahama o timi point bibi. O kire bibi substantively say ade we.
Sami Jemfika rather listed couple of scandals and that.
Ne so omo address ya list a couple of scandals.
Yeah.
But omo scandal man for bi. Aso photo sika kura court recommend say yanko sika mutimi je. So omo anyama. Enti ade asa na omoka kire men defend the NPP omo nyina dey say me maka tro say ye Ghana ye problem nyina between these two political parties. You scratch my back and I scratch your back. Adwuma mo ya no It me and they mean Qatar radio soon Kasama.
So are you happy that fixing the country also on Qatar radio?
Oh, mean Qatar radio
Kasama Ghana. Yeah. Are you considering the fixing the country? Hobson Adoye, Abronye, Ousu Bempa, Amuso Mode petition comma special prosecutor. Omo press conference. Say Mahama Airbus investigating. Omo feel say Mahama and Sawum. President Mahama, former president.
Me tell me no me adwin pa. Because the entire no me adwin say Mahama was appointed by Professor Mills, late Mills. And late Mills and so I assigned it to that project. E ma near baby anko ye ma late Mills na nkasa plan ye say what committee say omo hwe sa ade
omo investigate here.
Enti say one kasa boss or the manager on sign who say near baby antwa ye. Nti ye say omo hwem dia na nei o boss ni o ye hu eche no bi say special prosecutor him na on the course. I think say it's a step in the right direction. Say ene omotu anamon papa say ene yenko him. Nemom no enquire say yenko him no special prosecutor and answer your former president now a different party nti e bia mo ba yen neman say enim bia no mo kofa dia ba ommamu na hokrogin say ne hunimu a yenya na man nko and several as a deterrent to others are Airbus abepe political position say enei oba no an tutu niam ya obi betimi do wako na Ghana na nkasa me problem ni say ase ye kasa dodo but we ye kasa bebre ba ntimi nya hwe na me pese ka individual bi kura betimi take this case on ba Ghana for betimi akasa sa sam no eda na hwena no tim say we say free be citizen vigilante me wa
yeah.
Yeah, but and so we are looking at
always living gaps because I say we see it to me
end.
Country government official number one so
but my question I'm say why must it take this long time? Nanado first time no then and other na buying no ankasa any interest say idea just like you said. Mene manucho na ye adwuma ena me de adwuma hye manucho nsa ana me say no manucho adwuma we ya wo ye ase suma me suma wantwa yi bibi ko ye enti me frɛ wo ni otuo se otuo me manucho power say onye adwuma we on behalf of the country anko eti mu hwehwem ena unfortunately o mampani dada film me question is say ade na do buy no all these things are there why must it take fix the country to come for fixing the country to come and combat and then for the people in the fixing the country to petition the special prosecutor
and I make us a politicians no nyina ma me bako politicians nyina ma me bako it is said the workers nanado buy hwe enye ma nanado NPP boss so omdi for position ba mu no bako kura no matimi ai in terms of corruption charges
yeah
emudian no matimi ai even for time kura oba no papa eba no na corruption shedanye major issue in the political
campaign on corruption.
No, they are campaign for change,
yeah,
total change.
Because now it feels Mampani that only said
this watch and was around the times na who's so bet me a really big serious na man for fabat na nye all that
say the agency
what I say na ho na hosa eti na yen shedanim eti even though Chachu Ibrahim Victor Solomon Kromukadam no it was like nipa bi fan all that serious what I say but a nadia after Papa Free so Mahama Professor Mills Akufo-Addo there and money down chrono nani just say
broad day
massa sana mukan say broad light robbery and omo robbery ye ni tua pa o ye ni tua sade we and da ho so omo fa eye den na Sagleme project bit me down run is nyenyenyenye but run is time Sagleme project he can now mezi sabi o mansika afari project e da ho o mansika various cheap compounds are Professor Mills Mahama see here ni nyina bebre gura mu up to now we are not so fully finished ye nyusu ewura na efu afa ho ko for time I think say one secondary school be or Ashanti region was it enye ewo offensive area ho baby mire fi school meka papa see boarding house no yeah boarding house project TB building store building to aso be 3 papa ko no Mahama Professor Mills obi anye but edan ho the same building no enchape Mahama be chef frase ebesi ne Akufo-Addo mo be de Akufo hye ase no eda so da ho enti mentimi hu de entia Ghana yem politicians no I don't know but the bottom line is sikana ye use was ade no enye obia personal money enti ehu hia omo this is the time where SS Ghana for ye kasa various constituencies krobia won bia aban ye project wo mu a sebe aban na yinani no we need to voice out and now kokaza esi anso aban wo so nkrofo se uguma ban ni mu ase ade ne da ho a ye de ba bontia me hu sa ade we da ho esese ye hwe na aban ye ne ye no kokaza aban wo se uguma ni mu ase mi wa ade nso da ho ese sebe mi masimi da ho sebe ya Santiago ren se ma moso me jesi wo se dan me siesi wo me moso me mansu abuna mna bubu dabi esame ye cause me say sika na mdi ura
my emfa we sun to just say in the story still in that same Airbus story no yemfa to just say matana me do started the investigations
matana me do shase o shase
yeah
and so enei na matana me do say na so no kontimi nyawe matana me do kontimi nyawe o kra kontimi nyawe
ade
wona say matana me do de kasa nya say djuma no ntimi yo kasa ne doso matana me do kasa na ne doso no kasa dodo edi opo okay ne nkrofo na na mo matuni ye but enko ese we chanting say the kan no prosecutor na nhwem na nya no nko anso enema bebre ho
that was going to be my next
a lot it is a nice me catchra bronya ne nkrofo de ko say we do on one party mu ankasa
500 naira
eso ka because ono abronya na ankasa obetena obeka say even though Akufo-Addo ba foforo ka som jeje nyina som akire so no osu won mebwa so se ka na omkoje ana nkrofo afa ho abeje ene ade a sa ne nyina bi gu na pono so nti o ma na nye we nko a de fa ne nkrofo na ba mu ni ade nyina no omfa nko na Ghana fo nya gidi politicians they say Ghana fo gidi politicians de
Aweni. Unity Radio 103.9. There's like I say, Dr. Kwame Amponsah, Venom Women's Health Services. Uyo Bana, a primary health physician, gynecologist, obstetrician. May recommend Dr. Kwame Amponsah na wabing na unimajuma. Apart from being a gynecologist and obstetrician, also a surgeon. So, inti mama pomudin reproductive health there. Dr. Kwame Amponsah or be on one clinic. Or one residency. Out to me obi a primary health physician inti hwehwe na kira kwan Venom Medical Center 10 Winthrop Street Venom Medical Center building a wall of Venom Street na ho na wo friend 508-459-2706 508-459-2706 yen shase na yen share this issue manu na omampani dada Mahama 75 omampani Akufo-Addo enso appointee DC Dinkan na wakasa na all reasons in tia and the DC Ache he maintains that no vacuum has been created since MMDCs in his first term are still opposed. But we got a statement if you are buying more buy say omuntena ho and sign contract.
Any major decision should not be
taken. Vacuum beer hasn't been created. I mean Omampeni excuse and any reason for saying that no na mentiase papa na say na government they say continuum na nado and any ministers no omo gina the same page na frema Opare-Addo krata o de ma ye hu bi no say na eka na nado nso say creative vacuum bia adwuso dwaben chirkrum sha ase am free o si de o no wontena ho kopem se foforo beba na mo ma on fa ne sanka Sikasimbia and sign contract and release funds bia. Inti papa ne ti ho GP. But the argument here is which is to accelerate government developmental project. Untumi nye. Untumi sign for
CS will be quite complaining.
Yeah. Last week can. Inti Nanado say we justify the delay in announcing the second term municipal metropolitan executive appointment with the second term presidency. I want to be sure about the people that are going to help me at the local government level to be in place all through the rest of my mandate. Ti o say the nti awato ne bono. Opese se otuo no ne ko Joshua because e bi mo di nhwamo. Nti opese o make sure say omo audio adwuma no be mo. They are the right people. The MMDCs are there already. The impression is being given that there are no MMDCs in the system. It is false. All the people who were MMDCs in my first term are still opposed. I instructed the chief of staff, and only later na Inya Bishan Frema, who is the administrator of all these people, to extend their tenure in an acting capacity, because the president has the power in the constitution. If there is that vacancy, people can act to fill that vacancy pending the appointment of substantive office holders. So there is no vacuum in local government in Ghana as we speak today.
You see, this is one of the worst statements I've heard from a president.
Why is it worse?
You see, because it leaves a lot of lacuna, a lot of gaps, which doesn't make a lot of good sense to me. Like I say, the people disappointed you, so you want to be sure this time around that. Why do you put them in acting capacities when you know very well that we're disappointed? And besides the acting capacities, you told we've read a statement that they should
remain at post,
but not sign any new contract or not do anything without taking permission from the chief of staff or the presidency. And I wanted to remember the CSO. Muka said this thing is creating problem because you see, he who feels it knows it. If you are not on the ground, you might have a bird's eye view, but those who are closer, the frog's eye view, they have an understanding of the whole situation that it doesn't look too good. I say, Obekon up say, yeah, baby, this in and I'm saying, oh, me to me, yeah, this is me act, this is mommy answer. But you are telling us too that these people really disappointed. So why would we even put them in acting capacities? Now, you didn't give them that mandate to, in the sense, one person be your substantive too, because you know very well that they failed. By your own words, most of them disappointed. You know, moreover, it is not a mutual relationship. That's not as this disappointed. Just your water crying so disappointed. They are exclusive. Face the bad notes out and take them with them out, and you can even put others there as in acting capacities. But you see, you've made the whole soup and said that with him there were some bad nuts in it. But for me, in order for me to get a bad nuts and have a very good soup, all of you should be working in acting capacities. Is it not another way of slowing the system, stagnation? Say, oh, Kalisha is very good. Oh, Manucho is a problem. Oh, Chonso Yakakrani, I don't know, Munina Mountain and Manucho Yebi. When you know very well that from your report that Manucho saying then is giving problems to the system. You understand? Until when people complain, and you say government is in continuum, say different governments import. You see that whole idea, say okay, say me opponents in and they will quickly let me remove me and I'm from the message. But me, I'm for there, let me take my time, and you have just 4 years for crying out loud. You have January till now. You are about 8 months into your administration. You have barely 3 years to go. Now, development starts from where work breakdown structure now. It started from the district levels, from those little areas. They are the government. So we are serious government analysis. The DCE becomes the president of the district one, because it's there to represent you. You say if some of the decisions are not what ground say, oh, you got to be major storm drain be the has here. See a young son to top Brenaba. Now say no, but you can't start it. Because I have to make you.
Because I'm reading the letter from Frema. Or say you are to note. You are to note. You are to take note of the provision section of 14.5 of the Presidential Transition Act 2012, which states that you shall not take a decision involving policy issue.
Exactly. So I think
but you can.
So the president, and sometimes I don't know how so be a bit naive and ignorant. So on because when we do the detailed analysis of this, they are acting in there, but it's not like a year ago when he was the substantive. That is what the law says, because a transition. So you are just there holding on, but you are not to make any major policy decision there, affect the region. Then it will affect it. But say, oh, but Mama creating impressions of being one of them. They are already there and working. You see, you tell this to people, they be in the background ready, or take crassy being here, and I said this is the day when the cabbage how ye juma. I don't know say. You can tell that to the Marines, because they don't really understand the basic rudiments of what the person being in acting capacity in here. So I'm a bit disappointed in the president trying to marry these two and throw dust into our eyes that they are already there, and I'm taking my time because I don't want to make where there were mistakes. The reason why Obama came in 2008, he said that stronger institutions. You can never know the heart of a man. But there should be rules of engagement. So okay, my DC, me Bonnie, and what will happen to me? Police should get me CID. I'll be jailed. We understand now. Then everybody is there are checks and balances. Now, President, are you God? Can you sit in Accra and tell me that when you be to Binduri district, you want to be sure of the person's psyche and so on? You know,
who's at the Femi Akpo, or the Abino court? Yeah, on similar grounds. Delay of the MMDCs. Kalusha Fabi County.
Oppose a penny for now, to Abama, so to me, Juma, Canche, because they are Brom. As I say, Yana Mina Tamokasa, Mobosu say, I said, Scanner, Omodi, Edman, more mine, a film Kotokum. Sky Omodi tried disease, where Sky Motel Munyajumay. If the coffers of the nation, I know more Botomuska, and decided to be to be a scar. I don't be Biska, be trying to car, no money in Yajuma.
About specific jobs, policy issues, don't sign new contracts, don't give, no award you
on to me, Yajuma, man, I saw you. What I say, on to me, because on what to I say, and as my say, President, you know, ebe money, because you come say, your mayor was here, almost here a qualifier by me. Near what governor, the governor and the better. So do a governor now? Ghana, you got all governor square.
Ghana governor, regional minister.
Regional minister. And he said, oh no, yeah, mayor. Na say, oh man, mandate so far, you might be a so yeah. So no, to all this kind of obedience. Then Kai who say, oh man, why Sky kitwe be a oh man, a babu man and put you. And the president, so I hear mum, will make it mover. And then I go to the bank. And then one class and Gregorman and another catches DC no hono and car. One in shower and car no yana just say, or back confirming. And no matter how my loopholes for my mouth for to just vent out venom on them because I didn't know. So I say, oh yeah, what about them 8 months, 9 months they will me. No man, for 8 1 8 gonna escape to a mocha. Opo ask from na I reho. That's my catch on me say man I dey mom so moon to me nya mom my campaign cram at assume bi because now I no mercy ko say amafo ni eda ho na amafo ni break project say na my scanning ko waste bi say no my ye wo ase e tia ye kasa no scan be akọ waste say dey say money dinner no more dey omuni ko that kind dey dey ye be bon ban it what we were trying to do onya intentem or the bakwaba or no or see issues bi na issues they want to be spelling out.
No, I see a person. Yes, sure of the people or them, that
some
they are
disappointed.
People,
yes,
that there are people who can help him.
I mean, say, what about first? Not you confirm Mama disappointed. Why not? Can you change them and bring other new people? Or become a mandate?
No, I don't know. Tony Bosch share. I'm making sure. Say, I don't know.
1 year, and that's why one more to so a development project. I saw me. I saw this come on koyeno. Omonye. No more to one this kind of mom. Or my saw me omuntu minye. My man. What he could have done is say, and go back to my mom quiet man as you are doing the job, no change.
Will be on you near was somewhat disappointing on him. Sabia, a casa, ya own himself over Koyan confirm more there. Ever since I dubious contracts, now could you kickbacks? I'm just trying to pay the devil's
advocate. And then be a show to send for now. So, by now, all a pound crop for Unjo Mundia. Every quite a my mom for the what I say, why a pound crop for now? If you say, oh, you know, Mama Edmano, now in Mundia. And right now, what he's trying to put across and say, even Kofono be your mom, because in Ghana for politicians now, your mom position, or more, the almost funenam. And see, your mom by Crana, you should not expect anything from them. Is that what they are trying to say?
Okay. Mamen ko ti ono faga kan kan ne memehwe otu akwaba view
mejoso
yeah yanko quickly na mo ya mehwe ada
medase onze ye kan say ya na manfo ebe kase bia kwa mutu ye tiana bia ye bo ama bia chi ana bia tsa ni nyina ye for the betterment of the people of Ghana ye ti kroma omampani eba no Akufo-Addo ba no one of his promises and campaign message ni say MMDCs need disease very good on 2019 yanya referendum then ye train referendum na yet to vote on these people no o man sika na dey referendum no we recruited people
no minya inside source be say sa DC MMDC abana mo beto no omani nye ho because there were concerns raised say basa party no enye MPP for nko na wa aban mo be wa aban mo nti bonse bi e be kodjosu dwaben no e bi ana Kalusha NDC ni CPP ni but the people like him Inti na ma me I'm just augmenting your argument. Inti na ma ade no omo dweno mo party ho na omo jai omo feel say NDC na teso a ebi a ekọ adwo a DC fo ni nyina Kumasi Ashanti region NDC enya ba akokora ho because yekoto a yebeto ama MPP for voter region NDC teso MPP teso a ekọ voter region MMDC fo ni nyina ba ya MPP so NDC until they thought about that inside source and they stopped they collapsed it omo party
so dream we ye kura nipa no and until na magana yenku anim no because yes let people who are competent to contest and then be elected ada na odwini we ho nipa na omanfo no na wogidi onum say we NDC ni so obetimi aba adwuma
nanka John Bodu ka tire regional minister say adwuma na wo ye ndie yo na so balance na ye no so
enu nti na Ghana me say we are sitting on a time bomb na America na bi no we say adwini say eden ya NDC voter your stronghold. There's no way said DC betnya appear from MPP or voter. By the end of it, on the development beyond the Pakrono Baro, he will fight for the people.
Yeah.
As I said, development near first in your mind before the politics.
Can we do that?
I don't need, that is our problem now. Opo, your problem no. Say you need development. Any pana ordinary person or got to man or no. The year dear who here no say party ni year dear no. That is why Ghana ebe duru brebi no ebe ye den say politician be fa kojina baabi ebe kwa campaign. The next 8 years ebe den say politician be kwa kojina baabi e campaign. Wo ko ba ko ye campaign but promise don't mean promise bi.
Can promise.
The next 8 years Ghana politician be any wo bet me promise bi. Cause promise no ye bio na ba wo ba be bo minim. Won wo tika nim sa na obi abe USC. Say krachi. Entiano na ayi why me obi koyi no akramo
so far isi come
what you say Ghana for niabre
that was very funny though
Ghana for niabre opo se na mam yakwa referendum ye do man sika kwa referendum say MDCs ni DCs ye ba beto on so aba na yi the competent people a ye giri say o man for na nkasa pe no matimi abeboa ma development ayi akona anim a wo say me giri party ho first party ni yadan democracy beto na nanumo democracy no ebeto Ghana for it is a nay o dwene sa de no dia na ka hu hia se ekwa referendum ese o man sika se o man adaje opo ye wo problem Ghana wo problem enne nanado di ntine se o dwene se nay DC ya o form my creative vacuum bia a creative problem because me be chrome search result e ya aguna there was one school interbeting school na say so pai ye ko board this year mane a say enya appointing in 20 million we e dey na say we emfa problem mai so we appointing in terms of oro na ebe adwuma na e bi anka won kasa asa no enchire nkrofom ko no can you make a come take a decision to how to make it say dan bi akomanya
referendum no yeah nya they withdrew it.
There was another basic way say na MPP for say anka yen turn on party lines. Say in Barker be nim so ye NDC ni no MPP say like na NDC for say no they wanted a way say in Barker no ye in known party say assemblyman there was assemblyman there and it is known in the society but omo show colors. But him say we there assemblyman wa NDC or MPP. Yes, that was it. Omo withdraw but MPP anka party support.
These are some of the things I hear say omampani power no do so do. Tike ye democracy no ye constitution no ke ye hwehwe anema bi so. These are some of the appointments
they needed to first do amendment.
Yes.
Our parliament articles 2431 and 533 of the constitution that border on the election of a metropolitan and district Inti no no call parliament no mti senka itimi yes amendment ni wie ya nanka ye the when wura mu say dey beto abaye then we could have gone ahead to do the other things but
what you have now the president appointed
but they aborted they almost starting go to parliament and
someone so the people they withdrew it
they aborted
some bombe they will vote against it because on party lines
because we MPP wa ba mo gidi say oye be kwa against ni NDC for bad the same thing no so beka we say makate constitution no. But
the question is, why must it be only MPP if MPP is in government? I give you an example. Charlie Baker is a Republican. Charlie Baker is a Republican. Massachusetts, Obi and Massachusetts, a democratic state. How we say Joe Biden could campaign because when himself it is an automatic choice. So we need the state. He didn't come here.
Yes.
But governor. One of the state of Massachusetts. It's a Republican.
Yeah, because it's working hard.
And on my efficiency in governance ever. Now the person unkro phone kwa betumi hey keyewe katawe so fa we fa na nya we. You see?
I don't make can was say yen nwene man for Charlie Baker. He always think about the people first.
Yeah.
Yes.
When him say pandemic he buy. Now buy na nesi so. Trump na nesi so. But no only Trump any issue.
Yes.
Only confrontation severally. Yeah. Because of feel say the way Trump was carrying himself, playing with the COVID and all that, no, rebacked Trump. I was watching him every day on CNN. That's governance.
Governance is so fancy.
What you say? I don't need a problem. No, anything I make us say, a bedroom baby no. Opo, young politicians no. Ghana for bones on the margin diagro. And the bedroom baby
na party lines. Semi party lines. MPP. What is the essence of the election?
Party lines are saying.
If you are doing it on party lines, then the time election
MPP before best sponsor candidate acceleration
and they Ghana say a makwan am institutions.
Among point is say young kind of crowd people do it. Assemblyman crowd be him say opoye NDC nia NDC former is kaye. But say ye ni show colors na there we show neutral colors. But no tell before na adwene say say there ye ni say okay ye there ni opponent ye be man is no show NPP colors for the DC you know. Then this one say no. With the yempa secret, not just any background or NDC no cry. We know it, but we shouldn't say that or standing the ticket of NDC to be DC for a just. Do you get me? That is their stand-off point. I mean, people have ideas that say they are illegalizing it. They won't say or MPP nimpa opoye Republican all right, but you vote for him. Won't say they are both making sense, but I think they should sit on the table and judge.
No. Marichu, it doesn't make sense to me.
Oh,
and make sense.
Charlie Baker, when him say a Republican, when him say me Charlie Baker me NDC ni, but me call for we are sitting now. People they will know I'm NDC, but they will still vote for me.
That's it anyway.
That's what MPP is saying. Yeah, himself.
That's so much money because that's the choice of the people.
Yes, in MPP, you himself or two MPP ni MPP for best sponsor, but call for a just so job in DC.
I don't know papa son bekasa. It doesn't make sense. Oh, because party ni sponsor from unko DC.
Okay, so that's where you stand at the NDC side. Omo yempa and she should be a trim.
And Nikwasa money show.
No, but when him said about going him so NDC.
Says he be voted the Nikwasa party in ground Bambi.
Exactly.
Because the person ye party ni free side.
Exactly.
Because the party ni Bambi and
it's just as good as appointing.
What you say?
It's more important than more political. Why do you always say
appointing party?
Ghana no here. Some George Kuno. That statement that guy made, you know.
Some George cried, just some George Kuna Ocas on the Kuno. Any job board in Sonko. That is, you see, I tell you all the time. Some Adano Mekano show used to say, some George was being honest. Some, even though what he said, excuse my language, was stupid. It was stupid, but he was being honest because
party
because who share that is what they do, but they won't tell you.
And none
why did Johnson say don't ketia be catch Ghana for say Oforiata ye lame duck. Oforiata Minister of Finance a lame duck. MPP party no bonche obi efi say about for Republic, but don't be passing no. Parliament
so that
Obefeli now. Just look at this. Into some judge was just being very frank and honest with us. He was candid.
Politicians
why will a whole general secretary of the party John Boyd tell a Greater Accra Regional Minister?
Richard
Cote say Juma wo yene de but balance between na say be lose vote.
Henry Cote
balance between Juma na wo yene ne it say be lose vote. And some George e kind of player what is in as much as say some phone or kind sa no mu nyinate. That's what they do.
Yeah, but on there some things are better left unsaid.
Yeah.
But
maybe they have
I say Republican or fight the Republican
Elizato Kasembi I want ne teaser and remember no tie. Or say an open enemy
is better
than a false friend. One of the me who say master media MDC first. Now mo be here cowardly abamu ohun sa omu doman no na omu cry omu dangerous.
I agree,
Opo Ghana your problem. Pe the kind of politics I run or Ghana and any nipa mudi anim pre ni ade ne de. Ghana ye daching eshiki kakra in terms of politics. When it comes to politics, Ghana ye daching eshiki. Seriously, because
so you disagree with Nanado's reasons?
Oh, I disagree with Nanado's reason because Ejumano omonye ni.
Osi vacuum bi ankreti amamfo hodada.
Wana ka tse omo sen. Omo keke, omo di oman sika keke. Sika no mo jidi keke.
Okay, Otio Paul Disoso say Otio there was never a referendum to vote ye kind. Me say a bill no went to parliament and the bill was Abai can withdraw ye.
Catch say enough. Omo send this for support.
Catch Paul Disoso say because Akufo-Addo kan went nyanya ni ehwesa sa Mahama betinya ba. Oba omo mra made the same thing. Ni ehwesa.
Because the process hit a snag. When NDC first started, no vote in referendum, vote in referendum. So Abai Besai withdraw a bill. No, even in the government withdrawing the bill, some of them didn't agree. Omufi said the bill should have still be on the floor. Haruna Idusu, for instance, I can say an extraordinary bill of this nature cannot be removed simply in that process. But the bill was withdrawn.
Also a consensus, they should agree. It's a moment why most opposition it didn't make sense at that point. Say you want to disgrace there. People more run commentary say
bill bar. That is why it is a bill. Yeah, you know, we until the fact say bill no more than idea about the way it's drafted. We can redraft it. Rebecca say, oh, we feel in the interest of the country. And your party.
That's why they also have a problem with it. Say NDC from the start agreed that the only standoff point is Omoka say would they political coloration. NPP feel that still party didn't go to no, it's assemblymen only my mention trim. But you know their coloration politics say one. But
what was wrong if the intention is another end goal? End vision was to benefit Ghana.
Yes.
Osi yemfa party dinko. Messi Odabi. My yemfa party dinko. Yemfa individuals on corner community na selecting ni pomfu say obetumi aboa development. Intinka should this standoff call off this bill from the House?
I'm sure they needed majority by 75%. They are just simple. So I say.
So that is why it is a parliament. You dialogue. You more come to a consensus. But where media banner they are more objected. They are matching bill na sign.
It could have been thrown out and ridiculed.
Yeah.
Because me who say name me constituency. Who say MPP for
But
you know I'm
exactly.
People not vote for you.
Yeah, just what you have been saying. I can say this. Yamuaponko, DC, he did a lot of routes in the district.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. But there is a stronghold of MPP.
Stronghold, Chilkrom can negotiate. If he say to Abadabia, Chilkrom, just apart from Bantama,
the argument is the same.
Apart from Bantama,
then the president is so.
Apart from Bantama, Ejusu Jabe was the next in Ashanti region. Na ye
major infrastructure
MPP nya vote eche obia apart from Florida ye hona na ye ma vote che obia enso MPP e ba so kofo be di mfie nwotwe ne wanwan mfutukwan ye area ho nya mfutukwan it took
Samuel Yamuaponko
tidenti ameka sa ne se hwe se party no e wo power MMDCs no especially strongholds no nya hwe Omunyeshe, once Akufo by develop voter region.
Yeah.
Because here no feel he say, oh,
let's do more.
Yeah, you need goodwill or anti. Yeah, development. Yes. You see, it made me feel say I don't know como no apolitical. Maybe personally,
but you know the problem I have with that one. I say Yamuaponko they okay. They hear the presidency. They just say can I to me walk in to go and get it. But you see, me NDC ni na
no say referendum make atoma who the person say be best take be more offense.
Because the referendum na the unitary system. The money remains in Massachusetts.
Referendum na your district assembly common funds are binding more. There are already provisions. Into abiding to me say who NDC
no.
No, abiding to me kasa wo NDC ni nti. No, but the thing is, let's say ye to aba na ye nya nkrofo a omo ye MMDCs omo nya MPP for e wo Jusu Dwaben. And will the government staff them or find no district?
Oh, I say no, my system I say no. Sikani eja ejina mass. No, but federal takes its money. Charlie Baker gets his money. But here then common fund.
Common fund no a
water region.
Won't mean yin free money.
No, but so they decide how much should go to each region and roads I see a consent.
No, they give it according to
then we say okay, water region wants to say we NDC or more this is NDC for. Na ya ti ase na ya mamus can develop one am for me give this say obey NDC no we developing to NDC he will still sabotage you.
No, but you see that is where
I wanted
that
to
is if we begin thinking that way then Ghana you better
because the unitary system brings all that difficulty everything should go to Accra no
into
serious with that one first into
you saying say and ka only problem say no political ka only problem no mami
no but me dey say say yan to abani anti people to yet them am say me this NPP we then that struggle
see me point and say once okay say you didn't see any problem with say no political say
no me check you no me I have a problem with the whole idea say yan to about when we have a unitary government say the people in Accra make all the decisions in Ghana na say me DC will be in Duri district na me NDC but one moment Accra ni NPP how I will gain. I can go to Accra, lobby, bring projects to my region.
I don't know the next 4 years.
Sure
president
want
to be
managed.
And now your president now see just what money be go want to be managed to run my campaign.
Exactly.
You're good.
Me do.
I think
you do Julius. I want to say what ban was one say this year what ban no NDC ni and then who this what ban was one to anya. Say campaign do to me.
That's one side of the story. But me do Julius. For me to be remove because me NDC. But now we NPP no remove about me. Hey, my friend, you are here. Sit down. But me do one ma. Oh yes sir. We see. On no DC.
No. You are thinking too far of yourself.
No, because Ghana
you are thinking too far of yourself.
No, Ghana lobby for projects.
It's high times our development of nation should be depend on a political basis, but not on national basis. So I'm try say more politicize. He say, "Ebi say Otuo competent, and it's from a different political device that can do the job for the masses." Say, "Ako NDC but you do omu concern so no. You we omu ina no. If you say omu say MP before, and wa ban mu, but bet me man chain." You give the job to him. So that's why when we try to do that one, then everything will be have that. When we try to do that one, then we have the beauty of democracy and I get a national development. Whatever. But you can say since the agenda manifesto, you want to go according to the manifesto to do the job now. At times, there'll be some short loopholes.
The whole kind decentralization and another kind. If we did these reforms, it would have come with how funds would be also.
That's what I'm asking. I'm quite decides can you copy in the region developing the roads. But you can't complain because our system he decides where he wants to take the money.
You have to go down and read more about a local governance system how it works because the whole kind of say apart from governmental projects what they call NGOs. NGOs no mostly no free ministries no. Inti how na me met me no I adwin say NGO projects no. You bet me I can say yen favor baby
you lobby for
but district assembly common fund ne there I know there che at the mobia no pepper so mo per population so krom ha nyina sa baby our population does you get more
you see answer because be a big dey be nya roads obi so nya road ni bi kra
and na make say eba musa na un say the idea na say ye be ma neutral people a pick form that was
but a policy back Nanado the year campaigner, I'm telling you, say, I was all for it.
Yes,
I was all for it.
Because one, nipa na ya omanfo na nkasa to abama no no. Wanye wadwuma yi a they will
and look at this way. You see how MPs, MPs.
Yes. The same thing will go.
Just here, Kwesi Aning, during for your minister, ya share ya untimi nye pam no, and ya de free back by Merafinity. And John Kuma be two do free. No, John Kuma is the new one. Bakono so no or deputy minister Merafinity of Fribisianse. And obi so be two no. It's yam funny say, Kaye to abana. Who upon national, ya US. ya to aba ma ya hwe na for say be mo 2 years so 4 years so want to me anya ya retaining
for
on say
equitable distribution am pese mi hu ansa say
this Adenta constituency
was there
Adenta constituency since someone ye obi anu wetime di 2 terms of constituency order Adenta obi ani 2 terms
yeah okare ye ba ni abo
mom ya move on na mo hwe coup dia no quickly na callers no crash start first abo one
mama hwe ho emze yasama are ho
yeah Mali nansan ya said e ka no ebi asi Mali ebi asi Chad Haiti iti ena Guinea dia be ka ho
yebenya mo
me pacho me
yebenya mo me support si enya mo because
no
po nya betre politicians need more than but me entertaining coup d'etat on my show is that what you're telling me I don't know who politicians for so much so much
that's why you are here but
me catch us so much
negativity na solve issues
no and say they do say na economy
na economy sir
master say economy sir
just
say dia baro no comment
Manucho we sir you are making until mama here powerless or host city to me show welcome sir rhetoric na oka say me run comment Manucho no don't do that.
The ambassador can say Guinea Bissau say West Africa. Guinea or West Africa. Good. Maya Assad 2000 on population na 7600. Enyo Maya neso. Minim currently minyini say ne ombeko more than a million. A small country. Omo land ni na square mile ni na 94,900 square mile.
Yeah, enye krokese.
Na per omo population no tribes bear 4 and a yakasi uma met me akasa omo Fulani omo na the majority almost like 35% of the population Fulani omo 30% Malinki and omo another tribe from Susu omo 20% and 40% Yesu if tribe Kisi omo na ye na hwemwa in total no 85% of the population Muslim Christians 8% 7% animist na people who believe in natural things. Bisa boy the Ghana Rebecca say traditionalists good omu GDP no country ni GDP as at 2000 no 1.180 what you say enti eyoman a enyo man kese na ubet omampani a wabedi ade so afa konare on afa konare afa konde so na mu untimi ntoto niema emma niema sisi so ma omanfo a Guinea yoman ba kwa say anantwie pa adwuma kese ho because of the Muslim community na amudo so ntino and yenim said the anantwie adwuma city sika enye adwuma keto oman no oman a esese community mi ko mani minim say any other natural mon research mame say omo any other natural resources apart from cattle railing no near there bia no mo ko I know say bia oil crab ho they may have oil any ade eti ni nyina come to how greedy our politicians in Africa are. Our leadership is come to greediness because omu ba be dia na quite say ase omu no mabusu yankwa party na de ne ba yankwa ebi ne yakan say you krom DC afa ye koda na politics ko who ye say ya
Okuje to say African leaders greedy for power are prone to suffer coups.
Yes, because enam say omu develop o man ni yenti emo man for ho ntom nti na omo kope position o man for na free willingly omo ato ama omo nti no omo starve o man for no omo bre na omo kope power na sika na omo de starve o no omo aside pushing into politics na omo dia kotua man for no omo side age power oje power no wi a na wasa be digits kan nyina back side abeshe de bottom. These are how African leaders do. Ekwa omo dia faso no it bre bia no the people will be paved. But like I said, the entire African continent, countries in there, almost 85% of countries in Africa there, when leadership will be able to say, and once some mean to me, but Uba West Africa, baby, I can't remember, say, Burkina Faso, leader, no way. No, but 3-4 years ago, he was trying to amend the constitution to go another term.
Yeah.
What you say? My boys need to set fire on their parliament. Say, amendment. These are the greediness of our leaders.
Yeah.
Omuti more than pa.
And
yes, you Guinea no.
Dr. Kwesi Manuchu Nipa, Kwesi Aning, Kofi Annan Peacekeeping Center. Ono so akasa fa ho se de asi no enya de surprising.
Enya nwa.
O se enya nwa, enya.
Enu tina me catch yourself bebrebe si
security analyst and no, yeah, man predicted.
Prediction there.
I mean, you can run around it. Say anya nioma bibiti member say yeah more beba as a security analyst and head of Department of Research at the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center. Professor Kwesi Aning says Sunday's coup d'etat in Guinea did not come as a surprise. According to him, several factors including corruption, high unemployment rate, an attempt by President Alpha Conde to change the country's constitution contributed to Sunday's unfortunate. Conde na na okano. Ona no person osisa constitution no person no di otana switch. In the Guinea case, embedded corruption, the investment that favor a political group of people and youth who don't see any future with the way the country is being governed. Professor Aning said, adding, the underlying causes leading to the violence in Chad, Mali, and Guinea cut across. It is the same thing I organize.
You see, I mean, you as at 2000, no, 2001 population at 7,000.
Yeah.
You see, as at 2018 with the new year, almost like 12 million, almost 12 point something. And your mind son. But you know, I make a year more dear leadership, no, yen crofon so. It opo said the Kaisers I also say men cassa say ya near my ya bebre no and crofon so your margin on be near. That's the bottom line. Saying you've been a politicians in your margin say on be ya more man for one tomo. Because who had the entire African continent yen you will be baby. You need to kebre. Yeah. Maybe can you last week teacher last week one the cancer 7 year discuss or Ghana is endowed with a former finance minister. Yes. Kwabnado for Popo Ghana you will be baby. Africa you will be baby. You will be baby. I quite remember say there was one country in one of the African countries. Was it Guinea? No, I think it was Central Africa. Oh baby, we country crop. Na omono a Shell company or Holland Shell and anaka eko tu oyo no. Na unim omo koye na omo ni government ko tenase a omo ye negotiations no. And indigenous people no etiachiri. And omo send a signal come president to say we betimi no omo kan krata asem ni nyina ho but mu wi amomo mmra ne enso na omo kan de ne omo beka. Anya sa de a de mbeka bia ne nyadwuma. And they decided say okay abani mwaka in terms of the abani benya de ye ne mo awie mo ni the indigenous no koka opo omko tenase na omo say the person mo ye mayeni abani mo awie but ye be plan mo atu a community na mo betu ayi no mo nyina no every year you need to finance 2 or 3 students mo konom kosua oil and gas ewo brochire na mo de be boa the development of how to mine the ewa exactly omo ti ase 2 omsa ka say en mase CEO beda land cruiser na watchman eden and form said CEO da land cruiser ma watchman o we no eso so da land cruiser they accepted it omo ka say CEO no bangula eso watchman no so da bangula move because ono we on ne maso eso omnya ba papa da and they accepted it and na bibia ko smooth and omo start adwuma no cause that is how it is
esisi a che
yesisi a che ebi ni de na Ghana ye tu oila okọ eya ye huru hwi takrade ni mpatam a ye huru hwi ye tu buase gold atu eso okọ obuase ma wo akese ene da ho yeah eyi honorable Kwaku-Atten ye mbakọ akotena sia hwe won se nansan ye se ye wo ye se mo si bi de lithium mo se de
yeah
then lithium
won se bia pie Ghana yeah won contract o makosan ho won kwase contract o makosan contract and almost 75% of the air cost Australia for.
Mama, so now almost say no cry. They have deny that. Peace news, no?
Yes, Ghana for Ghana penning for. Adiani, no, my country was Adiani. As some sanity. On one side, the Amomo, dear part, hey, Ghana, you
same, no mistakes.
Unity Radio 103 Anopa Bosuo senior Asraka Sema Rashida Financial Services, Casamontu in Afrinia Bano, Open College Plan and Mortgage Protection, Medicare Plans, Life Insurance, Retirement Benefit. Friend, 781-354-3060 781-354-3060 781-354 Makaye Nuabai Waya Jumo Internal Revenue Service Achenti Basika Samututu ya she is an expert and then kasa na omo Dr. Kwame Amponsasi Braveno Medical Center oba wapomuden pesa wo wafanyinsa ope primary doctor freno 508-459-2706 Manager.
Yeah, I mean, to end up where or start lithium, I mean, it's news to me.
Yeah.
But you see, the point is that yeah, na no more sign a Gadgesburg more time, more sign a contract. Yeah, found someone go school, so they didn't know. But it was 21st century. They've been to the best of schools. Even about school at Kromha, UK near they were even better. I was so box sites in the gold near their contract. Almost signing here, Mudi and Yamakoyan. Next this time we are still signing such contracts with our gold, with our oil and lithium near there. It's very painful. Said one or two people, personal interest bigger than that of Ghana. At the end to be a money idea. What is so difficult about mining? Unko Dubai and can't just say mining.
Can't say any vaccine. Say a vaccine. President and I see we are close.
Yo, yeah, me bump.
Okay, we'll get there soon.
No good in there. Check vaccine. One can say to me, I mean, people go to school all the time. I think with this coup d'etat. You see, when it comes to Guinea, we hear a lot of political studies. They have a lot with Ghana, Guinea, Mali. One say Nkrumah, Sékou Touré, all of it. So we have a lot of history with them. They are like Ghanaians. So call them they revere Nkrumah a lot, and they even see Ghana for they give them all that respect. Now, Omunya military juncture 92 years almost started some new way. 93 we I democratically elected president and exactly Alpha Conde about around 2010 years no by me election recently no and said they felt kululu bemu and upon insurgency now now show feedback say kululu bemu na more you see within 1.5 years or more they removing
and he tried also amending the constitution
so that
now
have
another
term now
African leaders
exactly.
How are you there
and Obama spoke about
corrupt
it,
with power and
Obama can say on after 8 years he wants to leave. He's tired. Why? Alpha Conde is 83 years. 83 years. You still feel you should still be there. Akwaya way. Equatorial Guinea president. When you Wakwama and Bakra be vice president. Pobia at a point in time until Cameroon. Who reading a story? He's ruling Cameroon without staying in Cameroon. I was surprised when I read about him. He's been there over 80 years.
Pobia Bawo Florida. What rent? What for revenue? Or didn't feel about now, then about school. Debut of man $500.
Opo, when you hear that African story,
$500 for taking his son to school back and forth.
Yeah,
signing on. National Hospital, what Cameroon, Yaoundé, National Hospital, what the money.
Yeah,
to say Kolebu.
Exactly.
These are the things that we are talking
about. The African problem is so vast and hurting that we don't want to ask here. You know, to the extent that what on mama military we are but I say we African Union, oh, you're condemning idea. Let me limit it to
South African Union. No, na me you better Daniel Diomo. ECOWAS Africa almost on fast.
You don't even get
when the people in the countries are being abused, suffering. They don't do nothing.
Insurgency, but then you decide what
just diplomacy. Diplomatic call and heads of states in the former
and you need one or two.
African Union, European Union now, or more elected people from the European countries are running. Yeah, leaders now.
Heads of states. You see, AU boss. Now we are another president deputy.
European Union experts, economic experts in there. They do the day-to-day running.
What do we learn from this? Ghana, yeah.
Although when you wake up, I could tell Ablakwa. You see, when some of these things come, you're running democracy. You don't see.
Or see African leaders greedy for power are prone to suffer coups. And another paper and so picky headline is a era of coups may return.
They shouldn't speak like that. We want to protect our democracy, no matter how bad it is. This is something where I agree with you in principle that we need to protect our democracies. Systems will run down.
Coup, Liberia.
Yes.
Because coup, and your coup, also way the Guinea, coup, yeah, cantina Okana Mempeso.
Yes, yes.
Coup, Guinea, Nyamiadum, Minkan say, and it has been peaceful.
But there was still violence in the
president, you know. There isn't been any rebellion from the other side.
Fatalities in
but Yemfan said, where one party and I say coup obi ko capture obi na the other side is say and then it turns into
the ground surface and then the say imagine schools in idea sometimes it takes about 10-20 years to recover. When we win quite a peaceful kakra, the balance, but in the we wouldn't be brainy idea. But I can say our leaders,
President Kwesi Aning,
yes, video Nebisan say house arrest Nebisan say have you beaten you done anything to you not wash your money? We read this story now. They about 6 soldiers in home. They were forcing him to say that it's okay, but he decided not to say it. Whichever way, coups are not the best for any country. Yes. Vormawor no ken nyanse biani. You see to say
Vormawor so support. National security must watch Barker-Vormawor for supporting coup in Guinea. Vormawor so no can fix the country. Also support.
That's what happens if you don't fix the country near there, and it is very good near there. Yes, and it's an end game of fix the country near here. You have been greedy and stupid.
You see when I rana diminin for enough for any impedifo be din komo of rana make a say sometimes assembly of our can na enye wa adwen say o kan bone kwan so ebi a wonim say Ghana pese Ghana ye nti Vormawor no can fix the country until you are saying say support to coup say we want fix the country na say neighbor then the next time something happens in Ghana ebi kra just a passing comment because you have passion for the country to be fixed. And then somebody takes your statement and go and do something. Exactly. Because you made this comment and this has happened.
Any serious country, it needs to be called. Any serious, especially with the Doma anymore. When you make some of parts of this
free speech is free.
Yes,
but it's not free.
After speech, freedom of after speech cannot be guaranteed. India means saying. So for me, just like you said, there's no time. It's not what you are all preaching for, but our leaders should learn. It's a wake-up call for West Africa. That's why I said Guinea is like Ghana. Ghana and say, Ghana, so our leaders should take something from this. Should learn from this that the people are not just happy. Fix the country near the These are pockets of smoker.
And then I'm Ghana. And then one expert was saying, say, Moya Ghana, and Guinea, Roman means it can happen anywhere. And California, the need for the right things.
Yes. That's exactly you said. This is the commentary I wanted you to run. So,
I mean, right things, they should do the right things.
The leaders no council, and yes, Kunkwani Dibumai. And then George, we are to wait. Oh, yeah, Juma, Ubian complaining. It your mom this school so much more trim be Montino. I can audio modia yeka. Only Manucho Tia Modia Mokana, Kasaya and Kasaye. Most of almost so much.
And the school man knowledge. Nyasa dia the war, wisdom Gania confusing upon me a Bobia Juda as a world footballer. What the world best? I European best. I want a body team that's upon me a bit me president in Liberia.
And to Koye,
Opo made a do justice to it in media from historical perspective. What I just want to put across a country, Equatorial Guinea, with Theodore Mbasembe from since 1979.
Yeah,
or a president, Neba Aye, vice president, Neba Kokoto, Dawa Alabama say.
And then talk the same.
The cars lavish lifestyle. Take it for a phase. Interpol for $7 million. Now, Equatorial Guinea, I say AFCON 2015. I want to call village one for 4 hours of oil. So I can't just make them down. When you go to Uganda, Uganda, Museveni since 1996, 86. Museveni has been a president. Lavish lifestyle. Yemba. Pobia Pobia. You call Angola, not oil country. Eduardo dos Santos.
Yeah.
You say Eduardo dos Santos or transfer to until 2017. 17. Any two different. Also, lifestyle. Until one, you give your power, and then it is within your confinement of you and your family. Now, Cuba, or say, say if they don't do the needful, Opo. African guys, they're hungry.
The youth are
hungry. And then whatever they do have to do. But right now, you see, our politicians don't want to protect the economy of our nations, and they are just putting money into their pocket and ascender.
And now, bro, for not barrel.
Let's say about Shekiki.
Yeah, young one.
It's whatever they do to protect. Politicians, we're not talking about a chimo. But what African youth are not doing, say youth number be chena ye di on board because politicians no mu di abro opo side time say no mabu ha ya can come nwamia so what they are saying is the truth o man hwe ni here that Guinea na betun to Ghana the penifo no any wake up call to them and they have to put the right thing at the right perspective other than that no it can happen no we say 79 na that did 89 82 no now we say na man for pay but right now so o ma ekom di ni pacha now we mabusuafo that
mekan otuodo ye twidu be hu pam hu fo a oto ne be did you read that book a tree book be mekan
why e fen say that no ga say kotu amoyere eka na man ten so be bi wo a napko e bai amafo yetu amoka e man ten so awie school na po akom di na oman omo te oman mu na say omo bu oman say a na say Coup be ba say me betu akoba bia and they should sit up.
Yes, it cooled there fine. O say it cooled intend there.
Yeah, say 1 to 2 dem here.
Ghana dey bedding.
It cooled.
I said I this
okay. Just I have sniper and me catch your callers and say baby phone lines no. And me catch your callers and say baby phone lines no.
And they obi I say started recruit to Ghana for them because of crisis.
Oh yes.
It didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
Because a common nipa bro. Ghana ne am robbery kesi akoso ekoso nyina e kom Ghana.
Yeah, no me ka say police penny back for
every day nipa say they be a news. Yeah. The month of August.
From ekoso mamu bebrebe nyina e kom na nipa de yesade.
Okay. E kom na say the technology ba say enipa ntena wiase nchase e ho na be kire yon because Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world, or say fund the anti-aging technology to help humans live forever.
Of course.
Yeah.
He's
an individual. And when you
this body can have sex. I don't want to die.
The world's richest man, Jeff Bezos, is reportedly investing. Breaking news about family for course.
Yes, sex, yes. SIM card registration,
SIM card registration, because it's a major topic.
Yes.
The world's richest man, Jeff Bezos, is reportedly investing in anti-aging technology that could extend the average human lifespan by up to 50 years.
Wow.
Yeah, into technology, or no, so invest it, or the Nisika. Yeah. Ebimu, or no, when you're Nisika Bruce, no, or the Guinea Nippon.
Exactly.
Africa dey ya tax na na chairman crofo no money my for course no
office na 4.1 billion dollars
okay 508 and I catch a callers no say be for course no me ba cho you catch a callers no say be for course no 25 no apa ho 3 minutes you for course no 50830493994 50830493994 Ofrefi Ghana outside Ghana another +1 ashe nimu yede asedema asam anochi trading and my phone calls ni bremo and Gold Coast Catering Services, a taste of excellence ono so boy nchidom and yede PSA the Manabiam Barbering Salon and Labor Day TMO BBR for Vida. Happy Labor's Day to those of us in America and of course Canada. And then shall see free wow number 38 and so the pastor number 38 and when I start to call mommy.
African president.
The African president women who a problem because when I African you know president and what now Coup you know untiminya ho hwe no meboa.
They are connected. They are African leaders in Asia. No, also everybody are answer your as you were giving yes, because you see a year say I don't see you know. They said to me, "We can't see baby. Because me na so great idea. Okay, yeah. About my penny for so I then. O my gina budget man for so. Okay, I say because they are also no kasa yentio. Sebi yeah, and in a highway out. What kasa no wasn't so in a dog and you. You also never look at the African leaders in a or minor the what to pra. Okay, I say they are also do baby. I am very careful. Or for many occasions, there's no way of woman than I can say a car. 8 times. Now, so, oh, car, when in you, what be at you? Ubaka, you. And I said, no Mungano, or your abandoned home and I said, or your opposition party. You want to have the idea of politics. No one know what or say it's in and then no one can the prayer for Mangana. I'm not for Gani, who to me, for evidence. And then Omangana, you miss evidence. You know, get the woman. Or people pass like you one more years. I won't say any question again. And then Omangana, anyone. What can I see for evidence of that? But at this time, when I'm Africa, it will be after you put it Ashna.
Africa President, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Nano Jambema to us, we another debate to call. Now our number 995, no so call. Nana Pom design.
I don't know for another year. Another wedding. Come more as you give him on me, so they'll put matching and here. We don't come a boom than local one here, okay. I'm not too I'm not too close, so it's my child, so we are ready for the number. The body myself very for there. Oh, I idea one. Nembo siga fona baso ene o ma muni na so ma anye batwa se bia na wa faru ko tabi before the report means so ku dia means so fra ve tell you si ya de na so de ruti ze o mo aye no ho duma ama se na premier no mo bugu o ko na se wa bobo sa fra so ma fra o kwa no ti so ya no ti ku to be nya fra bia re wa bobo na boko ko mo ma jo na ise o wa jo no ye better say Sugar for the summer moment, be 2 weeks, almost sorry. 1 month sugar for the be 2 weeks, almost sorry. What of the deal or after your manager and bed, after a moment, from 1 almost every 4 months, 24, and then a few years to Panini and work for Barker and the banner who can about the ticket so much in the year. A bit of year now, I've gone up now for the future problem, and yeah, that's how they assume so. Look on the air can say. So by a Bubuano, we are the same thing as I and you Boba. If you want to be over your company, but on Pani near Bodan, and on Pani, but you would understand that you want to know you, meaning what you are making you. Was send anyone to come more petit, less than what you said, only another someone to do that. You don't grant us your wrong way for your own. Jana, so one your better be. Anyone could you. At the time I COVID is a Guinea agent. Yes, but now we'll be so close to go for the Krayana. So we do several so the Gary no more big idea, any argument until one belongs to body. And the Chia no more mono. Opuna, I saw the military so I did the by say, or two by a service registration. Opun Sabiano. Me chance you hear Dumo, you hear Dumapa, you every year by online, you want to do, and then if you are go, where can go, she go, go, no doors,
okay, Nana, yeah, that's it. Actually, Yami Adma, and they could return into, yeah, share no more, Yami Adma, better your boss, and they share. SIM card registration, and we'll probably be speaking with some of the national identification authorities in Penifon for more details. Thank you very much, Nana Ujambo Ama from Obuase. Yanko Sunyani, Yanko for Daddy Boot Apom design.
International Minister also.
Radino Medini, Yanko.
You make sorry, make as you are. You now about 18 months. Job. What form of voice international?
Yes, sir.
Catch you down to go now because we are tonight here for no. I internet to out to an ABC dinner. We open international same crew same crowd here for our register.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, music and Miss only name trail man and maybe you know. One fire internet in this animal line fire the quite out. It's just for no Ghana and Madina Moya, Madina Moya. Which time who say fix the country for no 18 copy no more than Yagin Papa Bia. Because in the national head, I give you the for 4 years, cool see. Once first call and they can say, hey, Udamina can say, I think you, or my new duty. What if I may or my money, into the piano also. But I got how much of him last, you know. Apart from NDC form, because your party is best at 20 states, you know. NDC one of the Ajacha. I don't mind you, any rule, into uncle or money or magic. And you know, you must be one Emma. That's a Ghana, you want to go home or there. The 12 home or this is the Mahama. Any good to rest. I say African leaders, they are greedy for power. What can't Chinese for us? If you may come in one can more because what you say, former president Mahama, or you greedy papa. I'm just going to and can James now. It's now the example. We are low. We are greedy of power. We are Mahama. What a big voice, what the cat, what the assembly unit committee chairman. What the information minister, what about the vice president, what about the president? Still, what's the time media? Oh, good now, good at your icon. Oh, come on, end this for. Catch a power communal, and the almost, I need prayer, I share this former. It is so good at you. I can say, Mama, say, Sapoa formula, I wouldn't say, such as we could do anything, Brano. I don't know, Mama, so, say, Nani Bila here, when we have Guinea, or the sister for the sister, was dear Manasa. If you put a 2%, African leaders, you know, we are greedy for power. And as far as my Obama and this former president Mahama. International, we call Airbus scandal now, every people Mahama, Airbus Special Prosecutor. The papa was almost with a conquer. I'm more fun because we do the Special Prosecutor. Let's see that woman to so very sure we are. Many you say, I'm the Bobaka the Mama, the power. What I say? Because then you are child by the Yamoji Bra, who in Papa, you know. Or touch the black badge, the card. I look at that, I look at
thank you. Okay. Yes, you're the CP. Okay, Unity Radio 103.9. Yesterday, man, Nabiamba Brain Salon, Gold Coast Catering Services. And I feel a year, Jumaku, your friend is say, but your number, 995, no, a drew so to us, mammy.
Hello.
Ibrahim, 995. Often, but 55 in your news, 995 now, 95 yanko.
Ibrahim.
Yeah, yanko.
Because who Chimama Ghana, my Omo Yameshiro, Nameche Ghana for the America. Opo, the Kosovo, other countries. I say Ghana, because Shami Mother Kosona will be 85 years. Now, work for 10 years. I can describe 5 years. Now, what can have a 36 minor constitution and 15 years. I idea, I had the body. That's the way I custom. And now, you can't want some Ghana. Because the German class has someone in the 2 9 almost 2 years, I'm going to in the city. And I am 100. If I be a war on my idea. But only the only Ghana Conjana, another to start to Rihanna or be out of the back on you. Thrown inside it. We say democracy in the room. But back to our democracy. Back to a root to name them and also I know. And then, so them and a man is no one who for next year. No people from
okay.
I don't know how no.
Yeah.
Now the Gabby and Libra, Benina, Bobia, and some other people to Bum. The Bonabaso. That registration I said for the man said, Mumpam platform, so, because
Bafo dede wo phone echi bafo dede wo phone echi mpacho mute phone bafo esa me impeach you. Okay. Ibrahim Yadase time na so. Yadase Ibrahim Yadase time na so. Okay. Yadase nyamisha onso. Oluma yadrusu mayenko oluma wi ana Raman ko na me ofadusi poku ko na ko jipoku mahala nso ato aso ansana bafo so aba. Yenko oluma
Opurama timentete ba ne obi afre ko du jina machi ye alon so to aso opo mamencha me fada Mr. Danso of Dan Auto Repairs.
Yanko
Kitchen and restaurant services. What in the Juma Queen in our Chabe? Opo, in your daddy boots, and some I can and see your power to win the wine. Our buyer and a Mahama greedy, and a Mahama so cody, and a Mahama ya assembly mine, and a Mahama yet. They get greedy, and can send 7 another than for good father. We do say greedy. Opposition of Casa of the one step, over Fabena, of the Charlotte of their pastor. Apaya won't ya go now. The thing was getting it and I'm able to buy. When I'm about to eat the Mologo, any free Akonyaso. When I'm about to eat the Mologo, a free Akonyaso. When I'm about to eat Charlotte, say, a free Akonyaso. If you are no any idea who favor with you, I'm a papa, this moment you wide, and you work everywhere for your honor. So, you need to ask them for court for the first time in the history of Ghana. Hello?
Me bacha uba so ana wagina so me bacha wa line so bi agina so mudo so mo nipa 5 na mo so at a time enti ye frame in order wa uba first enti oluma wi a wa wo so bi a bacha uba kasa enti munya botre na munyina so me mada ro me da ma se oluma yenko
so enti na na do betina ko nya ibi Bank of Ghana boss wa no da na mo ko akwa bi si yini ki honom. Eti mo ye nyama say ya na mo appointing crofom be fe bomo a eno sa babu na o masara o mo ya fix the country no o mo nya NDC fo o mo ya Ghana babu na o mo so kwatu abama na na do dan kwa Akufo-Addo no mo expect say na na ba obeye ni entakraye eni na mo for the first time wo sa babu na o mo ni political party bi afa for the first time o mo ye demonstration ya mu te political party bi e ka demonstration no e ye dey see o taiwe Kumipia kudesana na dan kwa Akufo-Addo akwasi pride ye ni bebi obo NDC kama yose be demonstration ni bebi a NDC plus yo but in this case now you fill the country about na masaria if we become MPP ni mafane the social media commentators na omukasa social media no majority na MPP for omo dijawo na ndi omukasa na nse on to say na dan kwa Akufo na Gabby Mr. Wofa na asa ne dey etna go pre kasa ya abokra go ya odo no we kedi akoso ogini opo man penina ba betna ko nyaso with the constitution and a babet na ko nyaso what now ko nyaso 2 term 2 term 10 years aye we na usa pay for the and am so majority of parliament you know we for the almost dey and ntesa Ghana ha 2 term no e what do you call it the nipa one kwa na ebe to abana the nipa one kwa na ebe bro so a the nipa one e ka ho na wo win wo ye ya wa win e no mo ye ya o mo di constitution e na wo fa kwa wo third term na wo ko no
oluma yele tentia na ma for work mi so
me de ma no si o ma wo se for on ni keta se e ko so ogini wo e na wo so ba wa sa be book constitution ko na wa tan ne ye ku e na wa ye de tia o ma no e bi na tu mo Gabby no African leaders na this time they should think e ko wa na na dan kwa Akufo-Addo da no a wo to kaka ko na na dan kwa Akufo-Addo ye so e ka Guinea president na wo so constitution third time na Akufo-Addo any way you tell for o man ko ye no mutinika ye na you and for no one for obutini kafa obi an carry afa ba wo so mu ye ku do masapia o mo kata se ebi na to akosi enta chi o Ghana ha no bebi a wo ye football ko du ya o ye vice chairman o CAF anka emenka ko enta chi Ghana then Kwakwa and can do a car president.
Okay, that's my fama.
Greedy. What now, man? That what for man? They are funding the football. It is a greedy. I want to say, come and see a boy of some amount of one second hour. Everything may be at the four because it's a certain place. What might be applied?
Yeah, that's it. Ghana, that former Kabako, South Africa, Ghana 1-0. About 5 minutes to go. Let's hope that the Black Stars can make amends. Unfortunately, it was a silly goal to concede. Very silly goal. Jonathan Mensah didn't do well. The goalkeeper was equally worse. Keeper, Ghana, reserve goalkeeper, or anyway, the defense in Amanya. Raman to Asumami, Yasha Ghana 1-0.
Yo, the champion Airways commander. Mamicha, Million Momaka, Namenka, Million Mamicho, Nina Kalisha. Namenka with your one, Million or two. Namicha, incoming national organizer, Kwesi Aning. Now, Machia, Aye, Minya, Ba, Amene Banina, Michomo, Akufo-Addo, by non common. Opo, and then I will kill my ho. Opo, what was the issue at the Dawa, Neka? It's a issue topic down. And a mama greedy, and a mama ya assembly mine, and a mama ya Airbus one. Airbus send out to say, Kandi Pana, you see Airbus one some F1 Hono. What's in there? UK for Aklen say, or Yafu Sophia. It's the boat, money now, you know. Not a baraka with the fall for the John Doman Mama. Would have fall for the Navy. Wow, John Doman Mama, the Yanika, the show Pia. Saukata Udin Bonia. Another we are Yatiana, Kaka, Usu, Yaraba, Udian, when you quack the Bam of Young, when you quack anyway. Upon the course of Guinea, Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo, so no Coat Kaman, Nanado Baga, Nanado Bay Coat Kaman, how many coup and I see Africa, who do I say and I see Africa? Che, many years here, Manika Semichro. Money yes, this time I don't who can say a son of the contest the worker Ketano. 5 9 no Papa Pano. Nana Pano account, worker Ketano so count. Last minute and a money for the grass at the Papa Yano or money to Emma almost clear for 2 and yesterday. That's yesterday, that's Omukunipa for civilians from Mukomo. I think I'm sending a demonstration room and I'm sending Taki and the first five and who count you. And a set of concept Gabby. The money for and my yet demonstration. We have Yakra. And we are Mana, obviously, get to Muka. And a money for 40 years and I'm with Gina and we have Coup and I'm with 2 WORCESTER. The same Guinea, I see. The Guinea president, Nanado Yamu, 100%. Guinea president, the boy crown, we can cross Sakian and Abu Diano. And then Upakana, Ajan and Abu Yan, X time. It is up to the show, Guinea, and Poya Swano. Strong, and you look Poya Swano. And then another year, more than 100%, and make it in Palace form, a form of Mutuna, a costume. Robusu, and Omaya Kunda, and then sit up for Omunia Acadia and Tradia. Now the Mapani put more money sit up for high output. Now the Dakusimu, and William, now Tariguaso, now down Naguaso. And I will away after.
Yeah, that's a Raman.
That's cool now, Cassiano. I have signal. You can another one, you're very careful.
Yes, yeah, that's it. Unity Radio 1039 and Anopa Bosuo soon away. Move for announce what do I join the next person to be given the opportunity to call. Me by choice here. The other one so yeah, my line so. Me offer this book 55 yanko.
Opo.
Yes, sir.
Kantanka niyo.
Na me ka say you do say okay, Kantanka number 55. Open my intiwa.
Yeah. Mecha Opo. Mecha
Ocha Otio.
Kaluta anything.
Manucho.
I tell Bakupe and Pesem Bisane say. No question. Nana betina kita constitution no ama yes sanu nyina o yenyi enyemba bi stream.
Oh yeah. Bet me say no be na President Akufo-Addo no omote Constitutional Review Commission Emma President Mills nso be ye ma omo ye adwuma no kra awie omo ye adwuma na kwanimu kra chese awie no obi aba na wajago Mahama after say President Mills free no wanto aso no jagu na na ado nso ba ono nso ajagu
and only a problem no because Chrome Highway where constitution and the constitution need be near maybe a man of man for a woman more. Then a president can say no, yes, son. Now, yes, son is saying, now, yeah, you say you say you have because the being what there's subject of amendment, and there's a subject of amendment. The being one more amendment in him. One got out of crown, I talk over here.
Yeah.
Now, the whole constitution, and yet, Nana, the old ban, what catch and say, we will follow constitution. Constitution, so yeah, Timon, I catch out there. And you may be one more, yeah. I didn't see my attack now. Nana, it's been called Sabian. As I said, Nana, and share gentleman with one. Fine. Gentleman with one, and so my and Sana, if you hold my, yet you only now my walk or you, and you say, no, and then I go on my bra. A commodity. Also, Kabet them a minute to Kata.
To remember to Afro, they say the phone, the earphone calls, a month for Jawachinti, Yapon member to Afro. Why, that's your penny, Safokan Tanka. Kwajo Poku Mahala, drew so my interview, Yanko, quickly. Who you are not Bafo.
You opo any masom ewo friza otikom opo otikom nya se yemfa enchason ko enfre otikom emre metes mageda fi Nyankopon amana enya abafra bako abeka otikom nyina ho enti Nyankopon ema nkoso amana wode no nto nsupa enhira akola no tele be ya obeba be ya omani opanipa na amatikom nso opo America fo nyina abetikom dey so yanzu nipa bi ake wo America opo ogbo no modin ye pa na manichozo enchaso ko enkomano obo le papa na adudan kwa gufa bi sa MCC so ayi awe kan MC names e so obo adudan da emma obo on se da bia me ya ga se papa no enza ni we yesu nyama ba ko obo u ya ko 1 year aka 3 months o se so wonya 1 year obo kutini e appoint MC he for na obedo omunye adwuma no na Ghana for nyina hu so wo ye adwuma opo ko ni fa ba ko ko concern me so Ghana for nyina ni kasa eni ntina emra no waza wo ba you see anamu opo 1 year ni do obedo on ka say enti 1 year ni san ko 2 years ka MP na opo enti ko bi tumi nya adwuma on person aso opo papa no o di ehwamo ye pa na me de ka me ka chen say opo time on call minimum unity radio there na Ablakwa Akufo-Addo otie ebe ya ya Ghana for kan opo duga de onu to ntie na so na MPs na ate ankabadi sabe bianka ti ko mu kwa adabraki eguso opo ba anka bia wo kwa smoke ka bi kwa na nko bo amram gbangbangba e se ti ko mu kwa ti na tutu wo ko fa ya ma me ka sa one day ti opo won ti onya hwe onu na wo kwa me na e ni yenti no anaze nkofo bi a wo pa mo no ana ya ne ya na opo ma na ni nko no na party wo mo ntam no mo mesta to mo dwumadie no se de be ya be du sa wo na Ablakwa Akufo-Addo be fuse no po no mo ni so tima ye bibi aso odi ani monyam na wo kwa watima ka se weni ona ye opo ye nya oluma na sa rama no ya ka obi o ye gidi pa ye papa don ma ni Mahama o na gidi opo de gina ma mi kata o be ye vice president 2 years o santana ye papa me Nyankopon e fa ni kanche Nyankopon eto ni sa afre no enti awon wo be di president 2 years ani sa to abama na be di 4 years enti vice president nko opo kata nyina no na ye papa atamil tu kwa na wo ye president o enti ni nyina ka wo bi what the 8 years ni nyina so wani Ozazi and Zango Sala and Zango Tobama. Naka 1 term. It will bomb the because Obama, Yatu Obama, nobody 1 term now, oh, my dear one. And when your friends go agree, they are no one, I know, young Raman Ulmano, okay,
yeah, that's it.
Now,
Yaminka Kojoboku Bafo is sorry to Asuana Thomas Boache and Akwesi Boache now our number 821 also where we are Mamikra. Bafo Pum design.
Yanko Padmo, I do Hona, Didi Kan and Incheti for Nana, name Pamacho, Didi Dan, which and if a Ghana ball of you.
Yeah, Pondi, Ghana team, Omwa Boche team, yeah.
Go, we pa, dear.
Ghana team now, Omwa Boche.
Oh, that's right. Go, we part, yeah. Oh.
Team now, Boche, Ghana team, yeah, Masha in my life. Team now, Boche, Ghana team, yeah, Masha.
Of course. Yeah, I'm very much disappointed in them. What would you for 82 minutes? Now I shall this silly go.
No, the manner of the goal crown air time. Quite a goal fast by an air time.
Yeah.
Jonathan Mensah, defender of your caliber. Jonathan Mensah, defender of your caliber. Will be cross the ball. Ubeda wa making sure say wa block ball no kokona. Now I yen watch an etona.
Na me ni now you. Na me what you and young on the other defenders. No what we they do because
Ghana team
watching.
Ghana team we don't deserve yet. Yeah,
oh, Coup as a young.
Yeah.
The case no be aka say I certainly in Kaiser and Abla assistant constitution. Eddie Aquaco team said the president be able to mark 3 times. If you have banner or no, another now 12 years. Meaning, sure that I didn't to Ghana because no, and they didn't come myself we buy a war, Guinea, I think the I can want it. It's in another eye, the essence, and another man can offer so anything.
But it wasn't only related. Say a common dimmer Bruno need that and corruption.
Me picking the words I will use here one by one. Or can't say in Kulaku school, I sit in the attic. I don't think Senden and Rebecca could start in the attic. One another that was on the NPP government halfway with education. When I think say a Mexican unprecedented indeed say I didn't know when I can. Young to what you say NPP by and why your humanity? I won't say young years say it, but why your humanity? You know, every time I remember one day and go by African leaders, you know, the best strength. Trinidad any greediness and not doors to do African leaders need them. Because okay, the one near me every time they were talking about fine, Emily Papa was there ever. Now I want to so big Mama points and trench positions and trench crosses are our constitution, no one for more than assistant to favor all greediness and they are definitely the best Yamadi to say for TV, you know, the best threat. Then you're very careful, especially African leaders.
Okay.
Because then the Babia animal and no matter the situation, finding yes and Coup is never the option. Coup is
never the option. Thank you very much, Bafo.
The one you must corner. But I say,
Mr. Thank you very much. Coup is never the option.
Yes, Coup is never the option. That's more fun.
Yes, you're Darcy. Bacho, said Mekano. Thomas Boache from I think Crew from or Bremai. Thomas Boache, you free. Because I'm a time who's a message. You see, Worcester. My deal.
Yeah, my name Siamo and Anopa na Mama. I think Friday, last Friday, and I may can be there. I got a team and more beer for the name to some more beer and so because Baba Raman all bought Ghana number 3. So he only be more on the number alone of all revenues and wine. A Ghana hand a first issue and over. The day you are a Ghana captain and now Saudi Arabia bought Papa Benny a ball. It's done a team radio and move beer for the name to so now how can you into me now? Yemi France World Cup, you know, Muko group more. Any German in Spain, Muko group money, you know, my company. Yes, in the way they put, and in that will be anything. Now, for a year, your month and in another than Akufo-Addo. Now, Kwajo can be this MC for I was I said, do now buy a quaff any you MC is no do media or do my so. Yes, because all your point to me, but not what I could do. I wasn't coming at the war of the portrait or the bar for who would be or the baby. Or the Poco cutting the chrome quiet to two. So, MPs at a year point two or more. So, a plan, the deputy to the now. There is no way for mobile because almost personal interest. And almost in a woman in our mind. But I said, let's say, almost now, but 3 more months. No, man, Penino, Adia, all yes, or yet more, and now, but no man, Penny, more dear and pressure, dear, and another down for Akufo-Addo. Now, cool, there see a Guinea to be a West Africa. The Penny telling in a common fine this year. The forgiveness and a Kugana, and near Africa, and Penny for. What about the Didi? All will be run off the Damenko. No, so I could not know about the Tisua. Now, on in a bush near Japan. One Amendra, most of it. I could not also or mining more than Uti more than Uti, and I became and I did and or mine, one man, a Tuska, and now or mining more than the other now was throw man. And so all will be Mra, okay, that name come African penny for that greediness no how so man here to some to buy that cool is the age of Africa had that now on penny for it and penny for it and show me now the other ban or more share penny a Guinea no they did it here at you baby you only be cool no man penny to yeah no man penny no never I'm a man Pelino present the Gibremo 3 times. And so say, or no, and a human Pelina. Penny and Penny Coca, it is through your bell. It's not to Africa and Penny putting enough for the greediness. So, baby, now Mraswan, that so no, you be Mramaswas.
Yeah, that's it. Yes, that's a chronom, crew from chronom. Kumerica, much chairs, we start be the question chronom. Wow, number 821, but 2321, or number no last ending there, the pa 2321. We are not Samin Sukona, Samibe last call after Samia Fakobia. But 2321, where?
You know, for me, but Mumuni Chokosini, I'm a catastrophe of Offenso Cocote.
Mumuni Chokosi from Offenso Cocote, into.
You know, for me, that's a papa, and send them a wife number and maybe a friend. And then the phone of program Kakra, but here the number of Freddy and Yankupo Wishirano. Our petty sat 7 years put the energy, and I'm in Sakano, Yankupo Wishira, Oishira, Agiarukaya, and Mammy. In your post, Nabe come out of Yankupo, Oishira Obano, no one too, so it's in Fasha Aqualano. Medasi. The Mima Aqualano, and yet in the park and Sanawa Kasa. Miniopo, the brain out of Panya or the Teo. One year side the brain is Namima Obana the Emberson or the no one Tione or Mame Assam, no Fama Nejuma, Nadampa Martinudano, Walata Mutuna Antun, a wallet Muslim, a can Miniopo, the two for Yankupo Wishirano. Miniopo, and Minia will my first line, Yankupo, Wishiran Papa, and Minia Rahman. The Canada man, Rahman. Minya Rahman, Ayatrubia, I want Quran Mua, who can say Romua, Rahman Arahim. The two phone and coupon, yet means Salo will be a Rahman, Minya will not be a coupon. Miniopo, Namu Kagana Blasta wants them. Kagana Blasta Bakoyat and another Akufo-Addo, Amamua or Teso. Miniopo, no man, Blagana Blasta from the Brevero. Young Blemu, a panua, what is one rule constitution, one blue or minor, or more minor, I think you have some, or minor catastrophe, Proyami Kankaya, or Mukata Nomaswa, or Mutimin Beautiful, Nukuani Taho, or Mutimin Cat. I mean, I go blame Galablasa. na na do don go what is no Ghana assign Ghana we see but anede yam blame no ye kwa blame na bless our bad ben ye say ball was da ben yam bu say all players na omu na no mo ball no and then omu no mo maybe also woman blame the president in Ghana na the dankwa Akufo-Addo any pay for what do you NC get us lawyer, you get any corrupt. When you special prosecutor, what do you show be able to move up to now?
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Mumuni Chokose. Chokose from Offensive Kokote. Yeah, that's it. Sammy, we are last call. I anchor na you na yankofa. I anchor messages kakra na fi emfa news no your time no call. Na holiday wa ha. Na yensu ntumi nkodi holiday kakra. Na ya bre jumaifo ya bre. Yama Labor Day na yanko ji ahome kakra ene utosi yakoba bi special ndi kazantem ne yanko
obo me da do ni akonya de me check in Kalisha ni chairman ni chu opo am the ya minimum we cannot was in your minimum dinsametiko opo this is the worst ever Blakk Stars that I've ever witnessed since I started following football me be that airtime. One child. You see, I don't know because a coach who couldn't even manage a club like Kumasa and Tikotoko. How much possible? How possible can that coach?
Kwesi Apia was far better than Siki Akono. There's far better. Siki Akono nyade.
You couldn't manage a club like Kumasa and Tikotoko. They didn't call as good.
And no there kwakushus oh hununka mon kan che kwakushus mami anochikru mon kan che no se sike akono abon no nka kotokone asensem ti kwakushus ampe Kwesi Apia asem da otan Kwesi Apia sa so anya bia Kwesi Apia de ko final da mon kan che kwakushus se sike akono abon wasa
Ghana for your kata papa because Kwesi Apia ye dia no manu ye na he could have taken Ghana somewhere. But ye kasana kusati onya dia na foreign coach na local coach any ene sika kuna coach look at the
enye na game no kra ye na Ethiopia no kra de na etan no kra na ebo home ye na Ethiopia na time kra
South Africa they deserve me kase se Ghana team we pa qualify for World Cup and World Cup na Ghana bo match mami redinti e ni say qualify with this team and with this coach Ghana don't need to qualify but in fact cancel so MMDC ni NDC da Akufo-Addo appointee achi upo ni mu bida na not dan Akufo-Addo adana make us the month ni se wa panam se wa bre so am say jima na wa na wa bre but there's other team can check Ghana for jima me na bre Ghana for team the tour because you because nothing is moving. We have patemu, we have pine, among so nothing is moving. In this MMDV the entire channel, who to choose? Who do you know? And one Aminko, you know, one Aminko appointino, and known as Chromophone, District Assembly, District Kaya Chronoma, Chrono for Nankata Ninse, you pass a message now pointing a bear to Manama. Oba penyin so obi a no so no ko yino eno ne problem dia I want to make appointment until appoint this up to now what I say because the man for no mean say we ye the ninja on the bit ma bo ma ye nya the property of patem ho no no so no man penyin no ene me mpa for no so person moji and no ne ade problem this year to say na na be dan Akufo-Addo de ni beto for mo ene no na chairman say go so say Ghana for NPP for him so mo lose 2024 I'm going to get the 12 years squad is because Akufo-Addo ye ku Ghana for NPP for him ase omo mo to abama no nyina he say coup so Guinea dia ene ya sense be man because on hwe no yi because the normal course no wo benefit ya okay debre ofo me the manuals
okay ya da CP Sami enso dia no abusua yetumi fa call bio yebre na so ye de djumadi ne ba ma make a couple of messages na fe yen sorry djumadi ne so nyame yad mo chna ye de aka bia e de ebeba beto am so ye no be ma Steven Owusu e chao Canada Ontario opo masa tell Otio I will personally come after him if he try to go hold any office in Ghana until he provide a list of the 100 family members of John Mahama who worked in his government. Stephen Owusu says, Manucho, you are new. Now I can Paul de Soso.
Catcher and say, among your wives on Baba Bamboo. You better quite was on Baba.
Manucho say, Stephen say, Manucho, your neutrality in your analysis makes us listen to you over and over without getting tired. Can't stop listening to you. And Kalusha. Paul de Soso says, Masa, Osu Bempa and his likes are trying to seek the attention of corrupt president for them to have an appointment to create loot and share. I can tell you that this case is dead on arrival. In any case, where in the document did government official one referred to John Mahama? Tell Manucho to give us a single evidence to support his submission that government official one is Mahama. Mischief right there from him. You guys are casting allegations to which you cannot provide any evidences. Can Kalusha tell us and provide evidences to show that Professor Mills set up a committee to investigate what he is talking about? Totally hypocrisy and mischief from him. I wish we were in Ghana and I would drag him and Manucho together with Otio to court to provide evidences to support their evil allegation. Did I hear Otio talking about integrity? Interesting. Otio, remove the log from your eyes after then do same for Nanado before you talk about integrity. Why? Coup cannot happen in Ghana. Looking at the situation and where our democracy has gotten to, we will use the box to remove this corrupt government in 2024. Why? Opo, can you guys provide any evidences that there was a committee set? Oh, I think you already said that. We'll see. Can you guys provide any evidence that there was a committee set to look into this unsubstantial allegation you guys are making? The former special prosecutor who made this allegation, when called upon to provide evidences during his vetting, was unable to. Please go and replay the vetting of Matanamidu. But Matanamidu himself started this when he was the special prosecutor. Now, Ubisame, go back and read your articles. You see that Matanamidu started doing the investigation. So you guys are basing your submission on allegation that we were told and hearsay. Interesting. Opo Martin never started any investigation. Please stop throwing dust into our eyes. Even the story today makes reference. There was a reference in the story. Matanamidu started investigations in that same story. Otio, there was never a referendum to vote on MMDCs. That referendum could not come off. The president called for it to be postponed. Once again, stop throwing dust. Oh, Debia stopped. Is Kwame Otio representing MPP? He's not. Mamiaba just go home from work. Okay. Kwesi used to say, so that is really on the presidency seat that even angels change when they descend on that seat. Today, Nanado says NDC is not appointed, does not have any effect. Kwesi used to say, so about for club at Ghana, Akunyaswa, no more assistant.
Catcher requires me say. Menya stomach direction politician. Catcher say, Menya stomach direction politician like him. I didn't know do Jinafaco, Mintisono. I didn't know.
Omama Chamfosi, good afternoon, my people of Unity Radio. Thanks, guys, for your good works. I really appreciate you guys every day. Otio, fire them. Our leaders are very greedy. Omama Chamfo, Worcester, Mantiahine, message, no. Kwesi used to say, Arsenal FC, the equal useless organization as AU. Hey, Mamia Badi Ibn Azwaka. Oh,
Arsenal Bamzano.
Kwesi Usu. Kwesi Arsenal, you're useless. They say Africa Union.
Masa, how did Back can some
Mamia Basiopo, you still watching Black Stars? Did you read my earlier submission? They have to sack all of them from CK to even ball boys. Team Fupa say. Mickey darling, also what's up, Mickey? Mamia Basi. Have been busy today at work, so I can't call in today. But my little submission is African leaders need to sit up because the youth now are enlightened and are gradually demanding for their rights. The greed and the amassing of wealth is too much. They should be ready. They should be ready for more uprising if they don't double up their steps. The Mamiaba to be. Or see to be then a story papa. Or see if they don't double up their steps, to be fair, to be forewarned is to be forearmed. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. Mami Abba Nkuma. No. Kwabi Otio, Eja Kantan can see your friend. What a number. Ah, o see your friend.
Sergeant.
Fresh so see your friend. No so person no kasaba. Near the phone here.
I think some more.
Timmy final submission and sorry so na yenkodi labor.
Blasters. I say you to overhauling.
Almost some papa.
I said team no started from the scratch. And then Mali. Say follow Mali soccer say ya.
Mali ni Senegal.
Masa. Almost started here papa. Sabi na say started. I said blast and you good near started. So where you the across the folk team no kwakra ekoya commercial South Africa.
I'm telling you, a team of boys boy
don't across the folk team no the entire 11 set no you don't kwa commercial South Africa. In the sre team no mumu no nyen start bibia foforo. Omunyi obia mfrim nyen start bibia foforo beboy. Secondly, the mesa catcher team for said the omas say omtombo ase no munya abodje tie. The e kan nyina ne say oman yie ye no man kan kro no e de obia akoma so. Obia nsom ne fam no nye ne fam de. Nyen sre politicians no say Sramada NDC and MPP yabre
boys abre
so say omoye de se bebu o mama no le ja some ko se kokuam ko fadwena se fa se bebu o mama se mo mama no enom de adwuma no enom wayen Sramada ene Ghana yakoya nim se de se ke yakoya nim se de ene ehuni ti e be sra mo na adodan ko Akufo-Addo yinim se na betimi aye na Ghana for the shonsa nti nei bo modern so be yo fam de na beja good legacy say at the end of the year no o term no so a amanfo akasa nso ba e obiye bi na ankoba saade a na nye se antwaye na ndisi fo nso me ka kire pod so me ka kire one se Ghana problem MPP antimi asolve a Mahama na betimi asolve se mo nipa bi foforo bi ambasam ni bedi party na ni man be solve Ghana problem a mo mpa bi mra because you mo betimi adwuma no more than Mahama in your party na mo nya se mo help Mahama and Mahama no Mahama cannot be a second president for the second time in the country emfa ensida enti mo nyini film na enim se MC voters ma se vote obi twinity omo yawe pod so yawe se vote obi twinity enti no ba afi nyina ebe hu di go bia susan de bono no ebe fa opo yase
na wan chia obia na Labour Day
Labour Day na kura me chia me boss so me manager ne masada so ono ne manager na management says obi a permanent so person na me person be program bia o frame masada so ha na manager danso ono no ka bibia wi a ansana otimi abani munya zade a dia chia mo ya chia Ghana ma we Worcester ne mo dia be ka kire Worcester ma ne say e bra so se e kambom Ghana for Worcester mo mien kambom say obi fra bontene ye be ko ane yakabo mu akosen say yen ya ye ho bite na doso what can say backbiting e doso too much kroma mo mien kan ye humum na mo mien nya ase atwitwa ye ho ye ho nantini no emwa na de ye enemy no be from outside nya within enye papa nti ye besre holiday obi ani ni ye ye hwe ho so ye na fe coronavirus na ban so yen koso a na protocols how do no so
ye observe
say ya bibia besimi
ba weekend na ne o ma bebre okrum minua bast Matilda oye ne ma me yi SDA me ma me when you baby call Madam Comfort Edueji, your memorial service. It was such a beautiful ceremony. Or in a short 10 to 12. Yeah, nice day for us. Sorry, them was thrown. So do you know? Oh, yeah, oh yeah, just a program near Kama. TOC and 5 days so na Worcester phone nas. Nipa do donate to me by more money to me among himself. Brebe come over na Brano be fremo individually. Na wadamu asema kumako. Inti Matilda. Any Steve any day say ya nasi mamo sanso ena ye mame kuma num Madam Ernestina kuma num mame kumase ye mame kumase ya wini kobi ye dini bayire ye dini board ye dini fufu wohu kumase former owner of Kumasi market ye mame nso every enchen meme dey twem ena ono so ye na yi wo Providence Street Church of Pentecost ehon so me komiko hu so fu Kobi right. Yeah, so for no, Mr. Kobe, Pentecost of a friend saying, oh,
also for
no, me refinite.
Yeah, the hoses here.
Me papa, yeah, me huno, me kohuno, and tea, me who elders be brain a whole lot of friends. Vasti, who's a Vasti Kumasi market ne ba penny. I don't know any Kofi Warren, and tea. Yene kunze kofiso de Saturday special no yene nebo ti ye nyina be gu ho Ismailado woni Ismailado
Oh, yeah, former House player.
Former House. Ishmael was there. Or Henry Kennedy. So Henry Kennedy.
Yeah,
former Black Stars and Abusuan Drafts. Or Henry Kennedy was there. Ben. Me try. Ben. Nana Poku.
Ben in Apoku.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Ben FedEx. Yeah. Ben Nana Poku. And
Nana Poku, the truck driver.
Nana Poku. And
Apoku say no makunta.
Oh, sir.
Who's then Nibapeni ne mami minuaba.
Oh, sir. I
Josephine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Josephine minuaba.
Josephine, unim say
Josephine. No, I am more fast rather. Ni nuaba na. Me ne mami ejama. Me Josephine mami ejama. Josephine more fast.
Oh, okay. Unse Josephine so na dam for pa ne Matilda.
Yeah.
Matilda.
Ne say Matilda ye nyina nso fi kro ba ko.
Ufi
Matilda no sa aguna.
Yeah.
Na omo part no wo akuase.
Yeah.
Mo na wa
aguna. Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, busia ba ko.
Okay. Yeah, until Nana Poku was there. Any me defender friend I'm refiniding. Ucha rough.
Ucha Diane Johannes Sara.
Yeah, I mean it was a nice program. Yeah, Bobo no so mobama na efe.
Na mama fa kwenye nso na menchia.
Isaac Aban Mensa, me knew Isaac. Isaac na make kind dia na ntumi nka. Na o say Kofi so buy. I mean all of us were there. Ishmael Dunia, Yisa Medical Kano. Eti mami kumase me ba me wi amemo akasa. Mami kumase ene na busuafo say yemfa se damfa radio isuma Ghana for mobile mobe jam woma osi omo mame ye na yi fefefe omo ni aso mbe fra mo mako na omo adamu ase de twa to krafi ye nuaba obaya enso oho obaya Chelsea ni papa eni menuaba ma Isaac Mensa obaya ne kunu nyina mo ye Chelsea for Daniel Obodom Philip na me de meta fro eni Nana Kwame Amponsa Kakabo ono ya Santefo hene e Minnesota omo nyina se ye mfa aseda kese ma Worcester for mobija obaya memenda no ne Kwesi Aning na ye mega ma bibia tumi konkan Kwesi Aning enra all white enra mom de mentimi ama cause na ne ma no dos memenda no brain no bad time so to da say ja mehwe ekiri na mboa meyere ntina ne ma no dos ntia enra de all white but I was there on Saturday obaya se mfa aseda Emma Worcester for nyina de amobeye na nanu ne de ne ho adwire no na obefra mo ankran individually na wadamu ase maka ne sa no na yenwie nyame yadma memenda ebei so far aye mienu ne gu yapono so a ye de to manim ne edi kan aye mi ankasa mase nimpon aye Cecilia Chumasi ne maame da form nyame yadma wakoga na akoye na yaba memenda ebei ena otnasi ewo Indian Center 152 Main Street Shrewsbury na wotumi aye omame aye twato okra enye Cecilia Frempon na Chumasi nkwane eba Oforia nane eyeba Cecilia Mensa enso eyeba ena mia masi nimpon meyere mage ne papa Mark Chumasi me frano boga papa ono ya ase wo te yi pa so wi besen ukohwe ekwansi kuro edin amase akogya to hopa akoyansi ye kese a ene eswani upese ohu ne ekoso wo Ghana no ebi pepepa ene memenda yinhia wo Indian Center Theresa Champon eya aso ena eye Belinda Joe enso eye aso nyame ya adoma memenda ebei masenum ene miami mo po national metonsa afre mu nyina se momra na mometai ye chi na yenkra ye maame oba panin Veronica Frempon ma chi kra na yi aitwa to kra iti Worcester for mo baba nti ya penemo dwumadie no hyase nyame ya adoma memenda eye enwumre nonson kopim ahumnachi no mienu 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. 7 p.m. black and red and a dress code sanso na ya yenu abema kana safoje owura ken yeah and so nema ne yiri one no etiha am say incident we see 2 weeks kra
2-3 weeks money
no 2 weeks ni Saturday twem
yeah
2 weeks ni Saturday because owu you na otwe da pepe ni di and na otwe de by
my friend Martes
yeah Martes and only the nyina different na said yan hihye ne tie ni yes siso abaye siso because last week ni yes last days are dangerous memenda ene ebe ye nemu me fiada isan say funda onti fiada no pa 9 between 9 to 12 ena ye viewing no ye kohwe mu no na yakopi en last respect e de ama ye maame Theresa Kenasafo J Friday eno because so ewo SDF asori dan from Mato Mill Street 233 number Mill Street 233 eno no yɛkɔhwɛ no anɔpa 9 to 12 12:30 to 1:30 no na yɛ number Hope Cemetery Unity Radio akyire ha ya ne abɛpɛ yɛ Maame Thes Korabre memenda ɛne ɛbɛyɛ yie no wɔ Myronis Park ɛyɛ 52 South Quinsegamon Avenue mepakyɛw hyɛ no so ɔse dress code no yɛ black and red nti mema asɛm deɛ no yɛ black and red ɛna awura Ken ɛnso yɛ no black and red nti ne mmienu no ɛka wuram ɛtwi pɛpɛɛpɛ nti wo kɔsesa ho bia na deɛ ani kakra ne sɛ ɛyɛ no mmienu nyinaa nso wɔ Shrewsbury we were Myronis Park and we were Indian Center. Just about 5-7 minutes and a separate a year and 2 free. Now I said the Usta for the Bia. Yeah, no. Timuma in United so I can just say Yabesha a year as a memendano and you ran on 8 p.m. na amachi donko near the 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. Timuma in Yankon Yankotai omo ye na watchi and so echi uyonko dano da say 2 na be say adofunum ebechere ododia etu obi a nso na waba fefefe saa na ye no. That is how community you build no. Ojo
mamencha me amebra pani Kwame Alade onene yire Sister Vic we bi omo bia
Kwame Alade
me ofa no
Kwame Alade
dunko adehye no
dunko abrante
me chia no ne wife and afi amunu jamfu anso ne kunu Mr. Jimai Tajima USPS ono ye adwuma
USPS me ame Mrs. Ajimai dia ye ba so October say ya twen no ne dia hye fridge e be say ya September ya kwanim kakra na afia start
na me yabusu pani o mche ipa so
na say onim say me ma me no
em so me nua ba ni popa enye nche kra nti me che oni ne kunu we mi free amefa ho ansa no afa bia ona me kodim holiday no
ma oyiyim there's a bit me be di holiday bi mu de homfrey
o de so nka ho ni wa mansan e ofase ni ade
mate okay buza ahade adumusi yademu ko peace 1043 na major news bulletin dey atom so na holiday immediately after the news more music let's talk on your radio open national meeting mamima mianga samasi nimpon boga Mark Chumesi Akwaba from Ghana. You arrived yesterday Akwaba the nyame asese de wakosan de waba asumdwem ye che obibia yakramo ochina ye sign mu bishia
international eho na wo mo airport dwumadi ho ntoma